gonna slap my head a couple times.
Sweet.
It's recording. Stream
Cool,
started.
cool. Also cool, cool.
Oh, that's a lovely thing to tune into.
Well,
Whatever that background noise was.
perfect.
Ah. Aw,
That's
maybe.
you guys show to start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. So, last time we left off, it was a rather strange adventure spelunking into the mirror within the house. You were able to greet yourselves in the strange altar room. You were able to find the blade that houses Kingslayer. Bio had a rather interesting exchange with the family, finding himself with Rune. Eventually, you exited the room. Alan had an encounter with a friend, and after all is said and done, you've escaped with your life in what was presumed before to be a deadly game of hide and seek was revealed to simply be an escape route for Bio. The sword is nowhere to be seen, but apparently Bio still has a connection with Ruin. Mizell now holds Kingslayer in her left eye, and you two sisters, Ruin and Mizell, meet each other right outside Mother's room. Alan, at this point, you slumber. You begin to furrow around, and your body begins to tremble a little bit. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Hi, spider friend.
24.
It'll take a second, and suddenly you appear in a strange place. There's wood around you. You can tell by the foggy ends of the lens that this is a flashback. You peer around and you look downwards towards the ground and around you. You smell wood, dried blood, devastation. There's broken furniture all around. There's no sign of life. You look around and there's the front door somewhere next to you. The door opens up and you hear sloshing walk inwards, you hear water fall and drip and hit the ground. You look over towards where the door opened and then stepped this strange creature with an amphibian head. It turns its head towards you slowly. It turns its head right back towards the mess. You have quite the power in there, boy. It takes another step forward. I'm not even sure if you can hear me right now. Stressed and trembling beneath the guise of your own tragedy. Some might even say you're blocking out the memories as it is. Tragic. The creature steps on the creaking wood, and its large staff stabs next to it before its body slumps down towards you and stares at you. You smell this icky, bitter smell of marsh musk. Do you wish for help, boy?
Yes.
The creature stands up once more, powerful, balances its staff, slams it down once more, looks at the devastation. The head cranes towards you. You will grow into a mighty fine fighter. Vision clicks out and you wake up in a cold sweat. I'm not sure how long you slept, but there's enough adrenaline in your body that you feel like you're fully awake. You look down towards your hands, shaking, unclean, but no blood, just trembling. You feel the cover around you. The entire bed is wet.
It's not a dream. He hugs himself.
Your clothes are drenched.
He looks around the room.
You look around. All you see for company is the cut off limb, the leg on the ground. Slight rot can be smelled at this point. It's not a comfortable place to sleep in. I'm not sure how you feel. Your head is clear. How do you feel? Restless. You need to do something.
He gets out of bed.
Your small footsteps step down.
He's gonna open the door.
You walk up and there's a brief flash inwards as you press and pull open the door, similar to that creature in the flashback. And as you pull it open, you hear the slight murmurs of conversation. Sounds like Rune and Mizell.
Hello? He looks over at Mizell and Rune.
Sounds like Katie AFK.
Yep. Rune's AFK.
Mizell looks back and smiles at Alan.
How long have you been asleep?
To you guys' knowledge, maybe 10, 15 minutes?
Not long. Not long at all.
Am I still holding the necklace in my hand?
Correct.
Okay. Hey, so do you want to go do something?
Play with little brother? Anytime.
Yeah, I just want to do something.
She takes Alan's hand and starts walking towards the stairs.
You walk past and soft you hear as the creaky stairs upstairs. You can tell someone's walking towards you from above.
How much chicken's left?
There's a really, really fat, like large quantity there. Chicken has a weird head.
I just lean in and just kind of eye the stairs, and like not even using my hands, just start nibbling.
Cool. Keeping ripping off pieces as you do so. And you can't say.
Can't see.
Wow. You feel a slight buzz. It kind of is a slight tingling. It's actually mildly hilarious. It's a weird tingle.
Kind of stop nibbling. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna look at my wings, kind of flex them a little bit, and I'm gonna tuck them under a cloak that I kind of throw over, and I'm gonna hunch.
They
As I
stretch
do.
outwards and they hide underneath your cloak.
And I'm just gonna move to kind of slouch on the table, kind of casually leaning against it, just looking at the stairs.
At this point, you two would reach the stairs, walking down, passing the repaired hole in the ground, and you see Sa just leaning against the table.
Picking his teeth.
Wait, didn't Abaddon repair the stairs?
Yes. That's like the hole repaired
Oh,
by Abaddon.
passing the repaired hole. Okay.
Yeah. You guys stop as you notice Butter Sam picking his teeth. Make eye contact.
Hello, Ren.
Run.
Hello?
Ren.
He said Ren.
Yeah, Ren.
Hello? Are you going somewhere?
Little
We're-
brother wants to play.
Yeah, I wanna play.
She
Okay.
looks at Cephalorin. Does Big Brother know any games? Mizell only knows Blood March games.
Kind of do a double take. Look at Alan and just say, "You are sure that this is what you want to do? Play with this one. The one who just admitted to the only games she knows being ones of murder and the like."
Mizell can learn.
I just can't sleep right now, so I thought maybe playing will help me.
I kind of like lean back and kind of like look under my fingernails. Well, we just finished a rousing game of hide and seek recently.
I'm not tired.
Do you have any thing in particular you would like to do? Just not sleep?
I want to do anything.
Anything. Well, I have all night, so. He kind of stands up from the table. So, you'd like to go outside and do something then?
You kind of say that. The door opens. A very, very long-haired man with red eyes and a book walks in.
You're a fucking asshole, you know that?
Mm,
I thought all you wanted was to hear stories and shit like that.
correct.
The one time I asked, you are some kind of omnipresent magician, correct? The one time I asked for some assistance in order to actually help these people, you do not show up.
Ken just stares over towards you. Takes a step forward. I do not intrude too much on your story. If I do so, it becomes more mine than it is yours. Understand that it is your story. I intrude too much. I taint the tale. And it's not my intention.
He just kind of face palms.
Hmm.
I was under the impression that having a story continue was better than not, but it's a good thing I got lucky.
You're alive, aren't you?
Again, it's a good thing I got lucky.
Kind of just looks over towards you with grittiness. Kind of looks over towards the children on the stairs and looks back towards Sal. You're really gonna eat that?
That does not seem to
Would
be
it
a
really
problem.
explain your poor cooking skills? And dietary preferences? That of vermin?
If you wish to, go ahead.
Takes a step forward. The stairs. Alongside him. You must have quite a destructive story behind that mask you wear. One that causes you to be such a pain to others.
I kind of look over at Mizell.
That
Mizell
one
just
over there?
cocks her
I
head to the
don't-
right and smiles brightly.
Don't think I have actually caused any pain yet, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Explains a
Wait,
lot.
T.
You're currently outside, hovering over the over the outside of the fucking right side of the house at this point. That's where you put your token. So yeah.
I didn't put my token there.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
you did.
You were
You did.
you were blacked out. Don't argue.
You know what, Velvet?
Kind of looks over towards you, Saf. He just kind of stares. Looks over towards Mizell, the one with the pink hair. Might be better with people than you are.
Is that supposed to make me feel bad or something?
No, it's simply a truth. And just stares over towards you with his animosity.
And Mizell's really bad with people.
Indeed you are. Especially keeping them safe and away from harm.
I looks over towards the boy.
Hi.
Hello. I looks over towards the pot. Did you feed it to her?
I did, yes.
Did she consume it?
She did, yes.
Are you sure?
I watched her eat it.
She's talking about Rune.
I know. I gave Rune a bowl and she ate it.
Yeah, she did.
Tried to.
No, this
No,
was
she-
after I stole exhaustion from her.
Ah.
Yeah, and then
Ah.
she felt a little better,
A little
but
better.
not much.
Cool. Amberdoin takes a breath in. Good. Can ruin the herbs. Competent for something. Looks over towards this point. Looks at the table that's moved over there. Takes the time to just stare at each of you. I came in here, assuming this would be a better time to travel in. Seems if anything, this family's even more closed in. More separated. Can't even call it a family.
But we came together.
Yes, and so do moths around a flame. Die together. Takes a second and just gives this solemn look towards all of you. It's saddened me. It really would.
At this point, T is going to appear from the inside of the clothes rack, just stumbling out. He's drunk. He's been drunk for a while. He's like a shirt hanging over his shoulder. That's fine.
Great. Abaddon ignores that.
He does a
listen.
handstand.
He ignores that too. Abaddon kind of walks over here and just sits down in the chair that disappears, and he just with a low grumble to his voice. He closes his eyes and just kind of rests there, with his hand palmed against the base of the book. Honestly, his eyes open slowly. I wonder if this story is really worth listening to at this point.
Myzel sits on the floor in front of him and waits for Alan to speak.
He sits down by myself. I remembered some things if you want to hear.
Just a second, he rises his head up. Do tell. I need a break from, looks at Saf, insolence.
It makes sense. Whatever. I will go outside.
Do so.
Yes, it makes sense that you would not help me, but whatever.
At this point, Abaddon just kind of sits there in his chair. He has yet to even open his book. And kind of just rested on the side. He sits there with an almost angered expression on his face. Asaf kind of leaves out words. Abaddon lets out a small breath. His eyes open back up, look towards you with an eagerness.
I'm sorry about Ren.
Do not apologize. He has a story underneath it. Everyone does. Everything everyone does happens for a reason. Through some desire, through some flaw, through some fear. Everyone, regardless of the abomination. Personally, I simply despise those that choose to hide their story, believing it makes them strong or unique. It instead makes them prophetic, like they believe they're worthless. It saddens me every time.
Do I hear that?
You're outside.
You probably hear this.
I'm gonna assume that he's got some wicked passive perception. I'm just gonna kind of yawn and just kind of say, probably just not heard anyone, met anyone worth telling to. I'm gonna go and hammer a stake into the ground.
You do so. You walk outside at this point. Abaddon just kind of, his eyes close slowly downwards. Takes a second, stares upward back towards Alan. A story?
Well, it's not much, but from what I think was a memory, I was in this house. All the furniture was broken. I could see blood on my hands. I could smell it too. And then I saw my friend, and it looked like he came and asked if I needed help. And I told him yes. And after that, I, I just woke up in a cold sweat. It felt too real to be just a dream.
Plausibly not a dream. Maybe a memory. Awakened. Returning. And I looks
I
over towards you. You really do have a lot of potential. Make sure not to squander it.
You really think so?
It kind of just gives you a smile as a response. That's for you to tell in your story. I looks over at Mizell, looks over at T, looks back towards Alan. You have with you the potential to develop quite the large amount of support for your growth. Yet, even though there is potential, how bright that flame grows is up to how you use the flame. Currently, the story of this family seems to be headed towards a rather somber end. And though tragedy in itself is in itself a peculiar tale, it is your choice whether or not you wish to follow that path, head towards tragedy, welcome it even. Your family, as you call it, know nothing of each other. You know not of each other's comings, each other's raisings, each other's desires, ambitions. There's a distance here, and I'm not sure for what reason there's this gap. But there is one. As long as there is one, you're never actually going to be a family.
Alan grips the necklace he has in his hand. This is all I have left now. Now I have to be strong.
Mizell
So,
tightens her grip on Alan's hand. Little brother has Mizell. He has tea. He has Rune. He has more than he thinks.
That really depends. You're connected more so out of threat, survival. You know not what the boy actually wants, and neither does he you. You know nothing of each other. You can be there for them. Much like flies draw towards flesh, rotting. Perimeter, you could lay there, as close as you wish, but proximity means nothing without death.
Mizell lets Alan's hand go and stands up. She takes a step forward.
Mizell!
Stranger knows nothing about Mizell.
I do not.
He
I
knows
asked you twice for your story. You rejected my offer. That is why.
And Mizell will tell it now. She looks back at Alan for a moment, hesitates, just for a moment.
He stares at her, worried.
She
Be
looks.
careful.
She turns her gaze back to Abaddon. Mizell has always been in Blood March. Always. Born here. Lived here with her first family. Mizell did not love her first family. They were not a family. They hurt family. They hurt Mizell. They tortured her and even raped Mizell. Mizell did not understand this then, but she did not like it. She understands it now. The mother killed Mizell's siblings. She tried to kill Mizell. Father tried to kill Mizell. But Mizell controlled them. She killed them. She ate her family. And then Mizell just walked. Walked around Blood March. Went shopping. She knows many ways to shop. She had pets. She used them. Used them to kill. Used them to torture. But then she killed the pets. She ate them. Mizell missed having a family. She looks back at Alan and T. Looks up towards Rune, where Rune is standing. Mizell just wanted to find a family she could love. She could protect. That's all Mizell wants. Is love.
T looks up.
Myself.
Did you find that?
She doesn't realize she's doing this, but her malice aura pulses out. No one could get close to Mizell. They always get hurt.
Did you
Mizell
ever ask why?
Mizell was always alone. Always alone.
Did you ever ask why?
She looks down. Mizell
Did
did
you
not.
ever ask why? Did you ever ask why your story only has one wanderer? Did you ever ask why?
Mizell did not ask why.
Then now, I ask you, why? Can you answer me?
She looks back to Alan and T and glances up at Rune at the bottom of the stairs. Because Mizell never found the right family. Never found someone worth loving, worthy of her protection.
Do you understand your own quantification of love, of desire? Do you pervert that definition?
She looks confused. Mizell doesn't know.
You were
Mizell.
taught.
What?
You were taught in your raising here that even those closest to you, your family, who were supposed to love you, did not. Raised to not know what it is from every corner. Taught a ruined version of what it is. How do you know for sure that your definition of love is not perverted as a result? That your definition of love is one that others would actually reciprocate or desire?
She tilts her head. Maybe it is perverted. Maybe it is wrong. But Mizell has found people she wants to protect. She doesn't care about their past, what they've been through. She doesn't care if they're evil or good. Mizell just wants to be loved. She drops to her knees,
Alan's gonna get up and hug her.
looks down at her hands as the pink aura glows around them. Mizell doesn't want to hurt anymore. She only wants to protect those she loves, and those who love her. And
You
even if they
speak-
don't love her, she wants to protect them anyway, because she loves them.
Have you ever asked yourself why you want this affection?
Because this city doesn't have love. Mizell
You're
has never
blaming the
felt love.
city.
Mizell wants to feel love.
I do not care about the city. I care about your answer. Why do you, Mizell, wish to have a family? What do you wish to remedy by having that?
Tears stream down her face. Mizell doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't want to be evil. Mizell is scared of herself.
Understand that there is an innate contradiction in what you desire. You wish to love others, yet I do not even understand if you love yourself. If you cannot even show affection to who you are, how can you expect those around you to show you affection? They can show you proximity much like you can. But if you do not appreciate or love what you have and what you have to offer, why would others?
But how do I love myself?
Figure it out. Ground yourself.
Wilson wants to talk to you.
Find what makes you, you. Find what makes you whole. Don't replace it with something else.
Mizell's gonna make
Find.
a fucking Pinterest account after this.
Damn, got to get muted. Anyways. Find something that you truly want. Something that you're truly passionate about. Find those different parts of yourself. And then connect it to others. Discover your own definition of love. And when you have one which you truly trust and are willing to share with others, then love your siblings.
Mizell just quietly nods.
He kind of cranes his head over towards Alan. What's your story?
My story?
Correct.
I think I'm trying to find it.
His eyes close downwards. Lets off a small breath. Unfortunate. You don't seem to remember your own story.
I was told that sooner or later it'll all come back to me. And that I would have to be strong.
And for the sake of your story, I hope you are. But I do hope you find that story so that you know who you are. The past is instrumental to who you are in the present and the future. Missing that piece, you lose a large part of yourself. A second passes, what was now becomes the past. Find it, share it with your family.
Mm-hmm. He nods his head.
He takes a second, kind of cranes his head over towards T. And you. Great response.
Just got hands stood on.
Great. Loved interaction.
Mm.
He kind of looks at the man handstanding, just grabs his face, and furrows his head.
I'm not handstanding anymore.
Oh.
I asked you a question.
Now he appears.
Mm.
Pay attention. He growls once more. Just looks over towards Rune. What's your story? Are you fucking serious?
I think she got called away.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to sleep. See you guys.
She's
He
dead.
hits his mic in frustration so he can scream into his pillow.
The fuck? I mean, like, I tried to interact with people. I tried. Robert, you saw. Go to sleep. See ya. Imagine being present.
Andy, I sent you a DM.
I don't give a shit. I'm trying to play the game. The
I'm
fuck?
trying to play the game too.
This man asks you a question. Ignores him twice. Playing the game, say. Playing the game.
It's in
Ah.
character for me to ignore Abaddon.
Great. Thanks for the instructive roleplay. Ah. Oh. Ah. Well, cutting over because I have nothing else to do here. So, you swivel as you head over towards south. You just finished chucking that ball of ice towards the British state. As you step outside, you notice in the far, far distance, there's these strange strikes of red lightning. The distance. Or a perception check.
Okie dokie. Perception.
God, and Jonathan is in here too. Why'd I start this session? Fucking hell. Should've just went to sleep or played my fucking Gabby. The hell?
Oh,
Is that Bry? Bry, quick save me.
yes. Why?
Well, it's currently Katie's AFK, Jonathan's AFK. And we're just stuck in this loop of anti-roleplay. Um,
Anna, I kind of promised TSO say.
You promised a game that cannot interact back with you that you would
Well,
interact
I
with
made
it.
a new friend. Hush.
oh god. Anyways, as you
That
clear,
friend's
clear
not
Stop
around.
important.
socializing.
Andy's gonna have a stroke.
I
For
already am.
real.
Like, this is literally like the worst timeline. Imagine having a coherent session.
I mean, it's a better timeline if you answer my DMs.
Oh, breaking characters some more. God, let's just shut the session down here. The fuck?
Right?
Imagine trying to have all players here so you can fucking interact.
I mean, you started it without me.
Because
Yeah.
we thought you
then
were
you
blacked
joined.
out again.
Yeah, and then you joined, and then this man asked you a question, and you were like,
Ellipses.
It's been established that I ignore Abaddon for a living.
great, use some words and say that instead of leaving me hanging. The fuck? God. And Rune's AFK now too, so the room's currently locked. I mean, you two can interact, Myzel and Alan. Saf
Yeah.
can interact with Ra because he's not fucking here. Anyways, you two have fun. I'ma go sleep.
Right. Hallen hugs Myzel. Is to comfort her.
She hugs him back. You can feel the quiet sobs as her chest rises and lowers.
Myzel, I really had no idea, and I'm really sorry.
Little brother didn't do this. Myzel did this to herself. Myzel pushed everyone away. It killed everyone. And ate so many more.
He hugs her tighter.
Myzel just wants a family. Myzel doesn't want to be alone anymore.
But you're not alone. You have us. And it's not like I don't think I'm any better. From the memory I gained back and what friend was saying, I think I did a really bad thing.
But little brother is good. Little brother didn't enjoy it.
I don't know if I did.
Myzel enjoyed every minute of it. Even the things that were done to her.
It's gonna be okay. Just know you have me, and Rune, and T, Ra, and Seth.
T solemnly nods in the background.
We may have come together because of circumstances, but I know that I choose to be here now. I've chosen to stay.
She looks at the door. Saf will not stay. He says he will. But Myzel doesn't believe.
I'd like to believe. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? I don't remember if Rune said something very bad will happen.
We would have to hunt him. If we don't, Vile will come for us.
I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna try hard to keep this family together.
Myzel hopes you can. Because no matter how hard she tries, Myzel can't do it alone.
But I already said you're not alone. Because I care.
Myzel cares too. Myzel always cared.
I didn't know anything about you before. But even so, I did believe that.
Myzel is happy that little brother believes. She hugs Alan a little tighter and just keeps sobbing silently.
And takes a deep breath to remain composed, though he is shaking a little bit. And he gently pats her back.
Cuckoo. Outside, Sa, as you kind of peer around, you notice there's an individual staring down towards you. Mid-roof of the house, she's just kind of sitting there in a long, ornate gown. She has her hair tied up in rather peculiar sense. They're in two balls, like on the side of her head. And she has different trails that lead down. She has jewelry that kind of hangs and dangles in different spots, and she wears glasses. She sits on a roof and stares down towards you, kicking her legs almost excitedly. As you make eye contact with her, her eyes close and she tilts over to the side as she stares over towards you happily, sitting on the roof.
I kind of look at her and I go, and I kind of cough up a frozen ball of ice.
Hmm.
I kind of extend my hand up to her and I say, would you like to play a game of Raz Frozen Hot Vampire Slayer as well?
Ah, that's quite a peculiar game that you have. What are the rules?
I mean, it's pretty easy. You take the ball of ice, which is to represent very interesting fellows' inability to open up to anyone,
Huh.
and you throw it at a post.
Hmm.
You get closer, you win.
Huh, interesting. So, do we also have to make a gurgling noise to get out that ice ball?
Well, if you can just produce a ball of ice, that is much more enjoyable than me. I just happen to have a little bit of a dormant energy inside me that allows me to produce many things. I kind of snort through my nose and smoke just shoots out.
The smoke shoots out. She kind of looks towards you. That looks fun. Do the ice again. She kind of takes out this strange card with a red back. Go ahead.
Might I ask why? Seems
So I
odd.
can do it too.
Okay. I just kind of cough up another ball of ice.
She kind of giggles, takes the card, flips it over, and you see almost like a photograph. That image of you hawking up that ice loogie. She takes it, opens her mouth, and crams that shit down there. And she pulls her finger out. And after a few seconds, spits out that ice ball as well. tosses it in the air and catches it. Rather peculiar. Where's that from? I've never seen it before.
I am told it is from a dragon of the white variety.
Tell me more. And she just, at this point, takes and swoofs off the roof as she descends, and she lands right next to you. She kind of sits there and just kind of looks at you side to side. You have quite peculiar flesh. It's really interesting. There seems to be a lot of screaming, everything in there. And it's absolutely marvelous. How do you keep that in check?
I kind of look at her. Does she seem interesting as well?
What do
Or
you
is she
think?
just like funky?
She's just a regular individual with red eyes.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, well, you seem to have quite the interesting abilities as well. Shall we make a deal? Whoever can win at this stupid invention that I thought up to keep a halfling busy, whoever can win will tell the other, or be told by the other.
Told by the other to what?
At least something about them. So if you were to win, I would tell you about some of the other. Kind of look down at my arms and chest. Things that are inside of me.
Inside of you, you say?
If I win, perhaps you explain what that piece of parchment was?
Very well. So, are we allowed to use any of our gifts, or just?
That depends. Are we playing by the rules that it was originally made up for someone who is like probably 5 or 6 years old and mentally even younger? Or are we playing by the rules that anything goes?
Well, she kind of playfully slaps you on the chest. You started the game, so you get to decide the rules of it. If you wish to play with just strength, then I guess that's what we're gonna do. But if you wish to make it interesting, she pulls out a card with a red back. We can make things interesting. It's up to you. I can do either way.
I'd hate to be bored, so let's make it interesting.
First off, what's your name?
My name is Saflaren.
Saflaren. There's a nice ring to it. I just have a casual name. You can call me Lily. At this point, she takes the card and she kind of flicks it around playfully. Are you going first? Where am I?
Well, I don't know how your stuff works, so I guess I will go first.
She kind of sits up, props herself happily against the wall. Okay, I'll be watching.
I'm going to throw my chunk of ice, and I'm going to throw it in an arc so that it looks like it's going to land about 5 feet short of the post.
Cool.
And I'm gonna hold a reality warp in case she does anything.
Cool.
And if she doesn't do anything, the instant before it hits the ground, I'm gonna delete 5 feet between me and the post.
Okay, repeat that.
So if she doesn't do if she does something, I'm just gonna not do anything and just see what she does. If she doesn't do anything, I'm gonna delete 5 feet while the ball is still in the air, so that it lands right on the post. But it doesn't look like it's going towards the post. It looks like it's way short.
Cool. As you kind of prep the draw, she takes the card and holds it gently up towards your face. Go on.
Is that a dexterity? Strength?
Dexterity or strength?
Hell yeah, those are both kind of bad. I look at her before I throw. Best out of 3 or just only one?
You make the rules. You make the flow.
Best out of three then.
Okay.
And just yeah.
Kind of hawk it to the side. It spirals out and just clatters. Not 5 feet away from the post, but about 10 feet, 15 feet away from everything. She kind of just looks over
Did it
towards.
look like she reacted / did anything?
No, she just kind of holds the card in her face. She just kind of stares at it. Oh. Did you meant to do that? You might have. You probably meant to do that, right?
Well, it's only proper to allow a lady a chance.
Of course. And she at this point kind of takes the rock and just begins to throw it. She does this really sissy pose where she kind of tosses it and just lands like right next to your feet. Oh, whoops. Guess I'm even worse. Wanna go again? Or do we say something now?
Well, we agreed that we would play the best of 3 rounds, yes?
Okay. So, if you would like to. And she kind of gives this really projected bow. Yeah, by all means. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna do the same thing. I mean, this time I'm not even gonna hold anything. I'm just gonna throw it and just see how it goes. Just see if she even does anything.
At this point, you kind of toss it and it lands closer. Like you get past the first post at least. As it just lands on the ground, she kind of claps for you. That's amazing. And then she at this point, she hawks out another ice ball. She kind of walks over towards you and just kind of nudges into your arm. Watch this. And she kind of goes up to prep that sissy roll. And then she immediately cranes downward and places it on top of the other one near your feet, like a snowman. Again, she kind of smiles and just looks at you.
She's fucking adorable.
So if I make my own post, do I win or do I lose?
You know, one would think I would have thought about this if I was going to be playing with a child, but I did not.
She kind of goes back and props herself back up, closing one eye like a pseudo wink. Go ahead. Adjust your glasses. Do it again.
I mean, do what again?
Oh, you said best out of 3, right? Oh, you're right. So I lost twice already, so that means I lose. You're right. Okay, so clap your hands. What do you want to know?
He just kind of closes his eyes for a second and just kind of rubs the bridge of his nose. What do your little pieces of parchment do, I suppose?
Oh.
Although something tells me that is the least interesting part about you.
Oh, would you say that? She kind of looks around at the cards. She pulls out a whole deck of these red cards and just flutters them around and into each other. So she just kind of clasps her hand over the top and bottom of them. There's a soft zoom that hums outwards before she flutters out the cards as they arc outwards like dandelion seeds and just spray off into the distance. Yeah, they're right outside the house, Katie. As they kind of flutter outwards, they align into a wall that just kind of floats in the air. So, every single one of these cards are something new. And if you look around, go ahead and roll an investigation check or perception check to count the cards.
I don't care how many there were.
Cool. She kind of looks over towards you. Well, basically, all of them have something about them that are special and was unique enough for me to actually, I don't know, like, have it, you know. And, well, I guess you could choose, but I guess the short answer for what my cards do, I guess you can call them a collection. I go around looking for things of intrigue, and in case I like the sample, I might want to buy more. That's all it is.
Kind of cock an eyebrow at her. So I suppose that means I am at least a little bit interested.
Oh, of course. But that's an understatement. You have, she kind of taps her finger on your shoulder, a lot about you. A lot. And I can't quite put my finger on it. Well, except that my finger's on your shoulder right now. But besides your shoulder, I can't put my finger on it.
Oh, is her finger actually on my shoulder?
Yes.
I'm gonna just push it off.
You can't do so. She kind of like smiles at that. Is there something on your shoulder?
No. I
Are you lying?
I
You
do
could
not
be
like
lying.
touched.
Oh, okay. I won't touch. That's my bad. She kind of hawks out a third snowman and places it on top of the two others to make an actual snowman. And she sits back up. Okay, so do we just keep playing and then we keep saying things, or what do we do?
And I suppose it is
Wait.
only fair.
Question?
Do you want to cut back? Because I will cut back.
No, it's like, you said Alan was, when we started, Alan was sleeping in the bunk bed room?
Correct.
So it's officially back?
Yes.
Ye?
So Bio fixed the room.
Correct.
Or
Fixed
Evan.
is a different. Fixed. More like
Replaced.
replaced.
Okay.
Cool. But you guys want to cut back? Because I will cut back.
You guys, having fun. You
We can
have.
do this for hours. I'm just giving you like a disclaimer.
They really could.
Like this could be the entire session, and I'm just giving you guys room to interact. So would you
Okay.
like me to cut back?
Sure.
Cut back. You get down the stairs and you just kind of notice around. Albron looks at you and just looks at T, looks back at you. Is it really this difficult to ask for a story? Just furrows his forehead and just
What?
T
turns
remains
away from you.
Oh, Abaddon, you're back.
Correct. You've been standing in front of me.
Well, I don't know. You know my story, don't you?
I know your story. Kind of looks over towards your siblings, and I'm gonna mute these for fucking wet noises. Your
Listen, I had to
siblings.
talk. You got mad when I didn't talk. You can't get mad when I unmute myself now.
Oh, but
Yes,
I
he can.
And so can like Atra's probably 2 viewers. Anyways, Abaddon kind of looks over towards the siblings, but your siblings have yet to hear you. And I believe they would love to hear your story. You seem to hold some level of trust with them. And I apologize if there's a little bit of sternness in my voice. Rather peculiar encounter.
So you want me to tell my story to everyone?
It depends on your comfort. No one push you to do something you're not comfortable with. Open up. Only if you wish to.
I mean,
Take a seat.
she nods and then she walks over and I guess finds a seat that's not taken.
Alan and Maizo are standing.
Hugging,
He was
sadly.
hugging her. Yeah. And he slowly let go to look over at Rune because she approached.
She ruffles your hair.
As during this encounter, Abaddon just grabs his forehead and just kind of rushes it around. He stands up and just walks over into the corner. And just stands there.
She sits in a chair. Well, I used to be the priestess of a town called Seacrest. And well, the town worshipped a dragon, a turtle dragon. And the turtle dragon protected the town for generations, long before I was born, long before my parents were born. And one day he got bored, or just wanted to try something new. I don't know his reason, but he wanted me to sacrifice myself, my life, to for him to continue protecting the town. At first, I just didn't want to anger him, so I was like going to go through with it. But as time went on, as I was preparing, I got scared and I ran away. And because I fled, leaving my birth family and my friends and everyone I knew, he destroyed the town. He slaughtered everybody. And I chose myself over them. So I just kept running and I didn't look back. And I was on the road for a while. And I eventually found that poster, that flyer, but it was in a place called Blood March, and maybe I came here looking for a family to go back to, or I came here to receive punishment for what I did. I'm not really sure why I came here, but I'm here. And I found a new family. And I want to protect that. And I'll die for it.
As you say die for it, your eyes flicker orange once more. All of you notice, not Rune, because it's her eyes. The rest of you do.
Mycel reaches forward and hugs Rune.
She hugs her back.
Mycel won't let sister die. Mycel will protect this family.
Thank you.
kind of gets easy though.
Myself needs to find new clothes.
Mizell looks down at herself. Why? Mizell likes her clothes.
You should probably take a bath.
Is Mizell stinky?
When's the last time you took a bath, myself?
When did Sister clean Mizell with her magic?
That was... How long are you in this house? 1 day, 2 days?
Yeah, bordering on what? 2 days now?
Yeah, surprisingly
Oh.
not that long.
What? Yes. When we first got here, myself.
Then that's the last bath Mizell took. Also the first one for... Mizell doesn't even know. Shut up, Eddie.
Well, after we're done talking here, I want you to take a bath. Upstairs.
She just nods and then looks back at T. Brother's turn. Mizell wants to know.
Oh, you're good.
I'll tell you, but I won't say it with him. And I point to Abaddon.
What's wrong with Abaddon? He's been nothing but nice to us. And
As he
I
kind of
feel
say
like we
that,
can trust him.
as you say that, Abaddon kind of turns towards your room, gives a light bow, do as you do. He opens his crimson eyes, and his eyes flicker orange. This is not my family. It's yours.
Abaddon.
Immediately takes a step towards the door.
Wait,
Grabs the door, looks towards you. Yes.
can you teach me how you fix things like you do? The house is kind of falling apart.
Fix is not the correct terminology.
Renew?
Perhaps. I call it disturb. But currently, this house, more than one of you don't welcome me. So, welcome each other instead. And I will take my leave. Be well. Steps.
How come you guys don't like him?
I like him, but I don't trust him. That's an important difference I've learned to distinguish over the years.
But he's helped us.
He hasn't almost died for us. He hasn't traversed realms for us.
He saved my life.
How did he do that?
I was sick. And he brought... She points out the clothing rack. You expect me to believe that Safloran did that?
I believe Abaddon did that. But what sacrifice did he make for it?
His time?
His time. And that's why I respect him. I welcome him into this house. But I do not yet trust him.
Who do you trust?
All of you.
Everyone?
Everyone. Even Saf Loren. Although he's not here with us now,
Wait, where are those two?
they stepped outside.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in this house is given a piece of themselves. In Ra's case, a literal piece of himself. To advance the family. Abaddon has not reached that point yet.
As Rune just walks away, ignoring what he said.
Yeah, she's listening. That's why she's talking slowly.
Hmm.
Yes, Alan?
It's nothing.
Are you sure?
He kind of looks down at himself. He's kind of dirty, and he felt a little self-conscious when she was talking about Mizell.
Dirty boy.
God damn it, Reese. Phrasing.
What's wrong, Alan?
Huh?
What's wrong?
He's gonna come around this way. Start walking the room. He hugs her.
She hugs him, kind of just puts her hand on top of his head, and just rubbing the back of his head.
I mean, we've all done something bad. I do think that. Even me. I don't know if you heard me tell Abaddon something I remembered. And friend told me many times too that I had to face what I did. And is it okay if I can talk to you later?
Niggas getting on
Sure.
lines for
I'm always here.
just doing their thing.
Okay.
Dude just got on my
He lets her go.
saxophone.
She hugs him just one last time, and then she's going to just walk towards the door, and she's going to open the door and just see.
As you walk towards the door, there's a little bit of PTSD here. Last time you opened the door, it was a rather peculiar circumstance that occurred afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like you drive through it, you grab the handle, and you pull open, and then you simply hear, whoa. Hi? Oh shit, wrong voice. Hello? She kind of looks over towards Yusuf, looks over towards Room. Is this a friend of yours?
One of the people who stays in this house as well, yes.
There seems to be some animosity here. Animosity always tells the best story. Hello, my name is Lily. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Rune.
Lily sounds
Well,
hot.
to this point, looks over towards Room, looks over towards Saf. Well, should I leave? Kind of looks over towards Saf. It's a flat in. Should I leave? Leave you with the other people that live in your house?
No, I don't mean to intrude. If you guys were talking, you guys can continue. I just wanted to wondering where they.
Like, we could definitely continue, but we were playing this ball game, and well, I think I lost. Right, Safavin? I think I lost.
Do I see balls with them?
You see a snowman on the
It's
ground.
set up like horseshoes. It's just
Is
horseshoes,
it
but with the ball.
snowing
head.
outside?
Nope.
But you see balls of ice.
Balls of ice or ball of snow?
Balls of ice.
This is why you don't go AFK.
Imagine.
I kind of look at Lily and I
Imagine
say,
being able to do what you want and play D&D when you want.
I'm gonna look at Lily and I'm gonna say, actually, if you could please not leave, that would be fantastic. You are actually the first person here to actually pronounce my name. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
really? I mean, it has a ring to it, so I don't know why you wouldn't pronounce it. You know, it's Safladin. Sounds like a food. Are you a food?
I don't believe so. I mean, something would eat me, yes, but I don't think so.
Something you say.
Several things, yes. I would be eaten by a dragon.
Dragon, you say.
Yeah.
Kind of looks over towards the room. Yes.
Are you... what are you guys doing out here?
Well, we're just talking. Playing. What's the game called? There's a lot of syllables.
Rouse Frozen Heart and Vampire Slayer. You throw a ball of ice at the stake in the ground. You get closer, you win.
That has a really peculiar name, which I will ask you about in a bit. She looks over towards Rune. Hello.
Hello.
You don't look as interesting. Are you human?
Yes.
It's satisfying, but okay. What do you do?
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
I just take care of the house.
Oh, so you're the housemaid?
In a sense.
Ah. Well, can you hawk out balls
She
of
just
ice?
eyes. She's gonna eye Saflarin.
Can you... She kind of looks over towards Saflarin and just spits out. Holy fucking shit, who has the balls? God damn it, Katie.
Mario Kart.
Did Katie disappear? Because if she disappeared, then...
No, I'm here, but I'm muting my mic.
Cool. At this point, Lily spits out this ball of ice in her hand. Can you spit out balls of ice as well? Because if you could, that'd be really interesting.
I can't do that, but
you picked that up
she,
quite quickly.
she,
interesting.
she raises her hand, and her hand, like static electricity, comes out of her.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. She kind of looks over towards Safladin. Can you do that too, Safladin?
I can do something similar. I'm gonna pull a feather out of my wing, and I'm gonna tickle my nose, and I'm gonna sneeze, and a bolt of electricity is gonna crackle my face as he does so.
She kind of just looks at that. Wow, that is rather peculiar. She holds out a red card. Do it again.
It's actually quite painful. It burns the sinuses a lot.
Oh.
Hey, you sneeze, is every time you sneeze, lightning comes out?
It's something like that. What is it? Behir or something? Yes, I'm part Behir as well.
Fuck y'all, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. T is just going to go back to hiding in his clothes pile.
So
To make that clothes pile dangerous, he's going to leave that clothes pile and just stick to Alan. If Alan dies, he's going to stick to my.
Okay.
We got it back.
Other session, you need 3 contingency plans.
This is a fucking NPC. Night, good night, Reese.
Good night. I'll be back on tomorrow and hopefully not dead.
Drink more. Anyways, good night.
No.
Did I hear 27 shots? Aw.
Well,
Wait, what was that?
Did I hear 27 shots?
No, you heard I'm done for the night. 27 shots
Yeah. 27 shots is all I heard. Now go
of
drink them.
water.
Do it.
You have to take a piss.
Yeah, but either way. Good night, guys. Love y'all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
night night.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright. So as he just kind of retreats into his closed palm, disappears. You kind of head over. Alan, you said something?
Yeah, he's looking at behind Rune because he hears voices outside. He hears Saflarin, but then he hears somebody else. Rune,
Yeah.
is there someone else outside besides Ren?
Yes, Sufferin's talking with a friend of his. Lily?
I whispered to Lily, "Oh, I think I made them self-conscious by pointing out that they never say my name."
She kind of holds a hand up and just. She kind of looks over towards you guys. Continue. Don't get us.
She looks at Raw for a second just to
Raw
see.
is not there.
Oh.
He's logged off.
She just sees the after image of Raw just disappear. So it's like, oh, that makes sense.
You're just
makes
tripping.
sense.
Okay. You are staying, right, Safran?
If memory serves, I'm actually bound to this place or something. If I were to leave, you would hunt me down, and I do enjoy being alive. So yes, regrettably, I'm staying.
Okay, good. Just making sure you remember.
Hmm.
Yes, it is quite difficult to forget actually that you just made a pact with a devil blade and a bunch of crazy people.
Not a double blade.
Is there a better way to describe it besides a devil blade?
I will have to agree.
It's not a double blade. It's Basil's just misunderstood.
As you say
pretty
that,
sure
your
he
eye.
promised to us.
As you say that, your eye snaps open, and you just hear, "Correct. I'm a demon." You were saying
Like
something?
like a tiefling?
Is
The
Rune
eye
saying
just
that out loud?
retreats.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that the and I kind of air quotes misunderstood demon blade or devil blade promised to kill us all if I were to leave this hopeless dumpster fire.
Okay, so he's a demon blade. He's not a devil blade. It's a different.
Not sure that is much better.
It's different.
And different is not always better.
Did we see her eye like change or whatnot?
Not from your direction, but
Okay.
Soft and Lily would
Okay.
see. Lily is just like intrigued at this point. She's fanning herself with cards and kind of stares. She makes eye contact with Alan. You look human, but
Wait,
there's some.
what?
You look human, but you look interesting. She kind of just squints and adjusts her glasses.
He's just like confused why she's looking at him so intently.
She takes out a card and holds it up towards her cheek. Do something. Come on, do something.
Well, something. He lifts his hand and he sees the card in her hand and he telepathically takes it.
Interesting. Go ahead and roll spell hit against her.
Okay.
spell hit?
Spell hit.
Oh God.
15.
Imagine the low roll. Cool. As you do so, you kind of cast your ability as the marble explodes in your forehead and the levitation begins. And she kind of just holds the card, and you see the faint glow of it hover around the card before it gets pulled a little bit, and she kind of tightens her grip around it. And she kind of closes one eye like a wink and just stares at you. It is rather peculiar. I like it. And she kind of takes the card and shoves it in her mouth.
He puts his hand back down.
At this point, she pulls her fingers out and just kind of looks over towards you. Thank you. That was really peculiar. She kind of looks over towards Saflarin. Saflarin, are there other interesting people like that in here?
There is one who I believe believes in a mental hospital. Would I know that Ra is not there?
Ra has logged off, so yes, he's not there.
The one that I would consider truly interesting is on a bit of a quest to find himself.
Aww. So you consider this person truly interesting? In what manner? Like romantically, or?
More so that they do not put me in life-threatening peril all of the time.
Oh, great. That's all I want to hear. And she kind of looks over towards Rune. Well, you gotta have something.
There's the
You gotta
crazy
have
one.
How crazy we talking?
I kind of look at her and I kind of just like ding, 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 ding.
Oh. So was she like?
She has a name, Safran.
I kind of just still look at Lily. You will get the impression when you see her wardrobe.
Ah. So she dressed like a tomboy, I'm assuming.
Oh, if only it were that simple.
Well, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Kind of look back at Rune.
Oh, she's gonna take a bath soon. And she looks back at Myzel, telling her to, it's like pointing towards the stairs.
Myzel just starts running to the stairs.
Run up the stairs and just slam into the bathroom, realize you don't have towels.
Yep. She's gonna jump in the bath just like that.
Oh God.
Clothes and
Yeah,
all.
you kind of
No, she
turn on
takes
the
the clothes
water
off, but she doesn't have a towel.
as you kind of just
I mean, I've
just-
done that a lot.
God damn it, Katie. As you kind of turn on the thing, it takes a bit before the water actually sputters out. And it's freezing cold.
That won't bother her.
Great, you just hopped in. Freezing fucking cold. Anyways, crossing back to here, Lily kind of looks towards you, Rune. Was there someone there?
Yeah, that was her taking her sweet time. But, you know.
Oh, okay. You were saying something, boy?
Oh no, you just see him like kind of cover his cloak around himself, as in self-conscious.
Oh, come now. Don't be so innocent. She kind of looks over towards Rune. You were saying something?
Sorry to, seeing gonna be, like, seeing each other.
I mean, I saw him today, if that counts.
So, will you see him tomorrow?
I mean, that's completely up to him. I stick around if, I don't know, he allows me to. Because he is quite peculiar. Did you know that?
He just kind of stutters. I mean, I would prefer that, yes.
Oh, great. Then I'll stick around.
Oh my god, that was so sick.
Looks
Look
like
back
a
and
rather...
at Rune and I just say, is
Oh.
that amenable to the what is it? The demon sword?
Octane for his like little thing, you know, take pictures in the
I
air.
mean, he never said that we couldn't have
That's so
gas.
sick.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Saffron's actually a really good cook. He
Lovely change.
Oh, are you now? I can't wait to see your cooking skills then. I would love to see what you make. And trust me, she kind of happily licks her side of the lip. I'll eat anything.
the soup he made was really, really good. He said try it.
Very well.
There's
Then,
still some soup left, right?
correct. Oh, he's safe. He's safe. He's safe.
There's also some really good drug addict.
True.
Right. There we go. Get rid of that smell. I'm gonna clean up real quick.
Oh, first off, are you the owner of this house? Or would you say you're the owner of this house? Or did the owner of the house die and then you are the owner of the house?
Safflorin just starts
Single
giggling
tear.
uncontrollably.
She smiles weakly and like, it's the family's house.
But is it your house? Is the question.
It was our mom.
We are collective owners, are we not, Rune?
Yeah.
You are granted permission to enter our abode, Lily.
Oh, great. She kind of smiles and takes a card and just kind of blocks her mouth as she gives a long. Very well. And she kind of goes ahead and takes her steps inside. She kind of walks in. She goes ahead and does so. She walks around, looks, sees the guy in the clothes, and just ignores that. Takes a couple steps forward and just kind of immediately crouches down in front of the boy.
Oh God.
What's your name?
Do I notice that she pauses and looks at T?
You would notice.
I just like lean up to her ear and I say, "That's not even the weird one."
Oh.
Is there a problem, Rune? I'm gonna start walking over.
There's people.
Yes. What is on it is delicious. Yes.
No.
Is there a problem?
Put it away somewhere.
What's Rune?
It would be a waste of perfectly good food.
What's happening? He looks at the table.
The table has body parts, burnt body parts.
Oh, well, they're cooked pretty good.
Cooked body parts, not burnt.
They're like medium rare. It's fine.
He kind of hugs Rune.
Lily kind of skips over, and she kind of walks over. Ooh, that looks poorly cooked. You didn't do that, did you, Safflorin?
No, that was Do I recognize it as a body? Like honest question. Honest
survival check.
Survival check. I don't think I'm that good at those. Survive.
I mean, it's not like it's mush.
You have no
right?
fucking clue. Like, it vaguely looks like one, but you've eaten enough shit that it could be an abomination. Who the fuck cares?
It was on the table when we came back from our excursion into a pocket dimension. So I ate it and it tasted good to me. And if it tasted good to me, I kind of like curl the side of my lip up that is kind of away from Alan and Rune, revealing all my fangs.
Did you make this?
To a point, as you kind of do that, Safflorin, she kind of intriguingly does so. She side eyes you with the eye that's closest to you, making sure to hold a red card, blocking her lip from your view. Mischievous. As you kind of say that to the sword, you just get ellipses. Alan, you were saying?
Running.
Alan?
Because Rune said that out loud, right? Like, Bile, did you do this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that.
Right. Then you can still talk to it?
Yeah. I mean, I can. Sometimes he's not in a talkative mood, but sometimes he chimes in.
Then did he and he points to the stuff at the table.
No comment.
He shivers.
At this point, Lily runs and just gives you a surprise hug. Just pulls from behind. And just kind of just puts your chin and bounces on your head. What are we looking at?
That? He points to the table.
Oh, are we eating dinner already?
No,
Safan, do you have like a bag or
If you want to carry it out.
Again,
have
that's
something
a waste of perfectly good food. I kind of like pry it open and stick my hand in, and I'm gonna pull out whatever organ my hand runs into first.
Oh. Oh. You ripped in there, you feel
Hopefully,
around.
it's not the liver.
He calls Mizell crazy, and yet he does the exact same thing Mizell would have done to that body.
He holds his stomach.
I kind of offer whatever. Do I know what organ it is?
As you kind of reach in there, go ahead and roll me a fucking hell. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
A D4? This better be the fucking pancreas.
Oh god. You kind of rip in there. You grab onto something and you kind of pull it. It gives some resistance. There's some bone there. And you kind of pull it out. You grab out the left lung.
I kind of look at it.
It's fucking. Ugh.
I kind of look at Lily. And just kind of awkwardly hold it between us.
You kind of hold it there, and she kind of just looks over towards you, seeing the gesture. She kind of looks towards the kid. Aww. You see, I'm faced with a predicament now, because I want to accept the offering, but at the same time, the boy here seems uncomfortable. And she kind of like takes a finger and begins slowly brushing your hair. That's a predicament. So, if we want to make this the best of both worlds, you don't want this in here, right? Okay, cool. And she kind of takes a step over here, and she kind of looks over towards you, Alan. Then I get to use it. And she at this point reaches up towards your forehead. In that instance, a purple flame explodes on her forehead, and she casts levitation as all the meals on the table lift upwards. Where do you like me to put them?
What? You can do that too?
Maybe. Kind of hovers the food
Something,
in the air.
take things from other people. Don't worry about it.
I don't take. I just borrow. So, where like me to put this? Because clearly it disturbs the, I don't know what to call you. Same house neighbors?
Wait, call me?
No, just the group here. Because you're all living under the same house. It's like neighbors, except all in the same house, so... trying to figure out a term.
He looks back at Rune.
She's like over the sink. Like she looks like she was trying to throw up. Like but she's just like over it just in case it happens.
Runa, where should that go?
That's not for run. If you're gonna eat it, just eat it. Or just I don't want to see it.
Where's the opening?
What do you mean opening?
Like the opening in the body. Is it within reach?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick my hand in and I'm gonna try and find the heart.
Go ahead and roll a survival or medicine check.
Medicine.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
As you kind of flow in there, kind of reach around.
You
There's so
know
much
I'm
mash.
making a mess.
There's like it just begins to splutter outwards as you do so. Ruby just kind of looks over towards this, almost solemnly entertained. As you kind of do so, it sloshes on the table and makes a mess. But as you kind of reach in there, it seems the insides have actually they're not well preserved at all. And you're able to find like the liquid remains of the heart organ, but it's no longer whole or compact.
Can I just like hold my hand out then and just kind of like lick my hand?
You do so, you feel that slight tingle again from the taste of it. Ruby kind of looks over around. Well, I can't just leave this forever. I don't exactly. That's actually a good point. How long can I hold it? Boy,
Huh?
how long can I use this?
What do you mean? You said you borrowed my power. Do you mean
Correct.
how long you can keep it levitating?
Oh, no, it's just more of a. So I borrow it more as a replication. I don't actually take it from you, because that'd just be mean. Instead, I borrow it. So what's yours is temporarily mine. But I also need to know about the queries and, well, just simply the usage of the ability. Because I don't know any of the dynamics of it. You do, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So, first off, since you don't want all the stuff in the house, and so Florian doesn't want to waste the food, then I gotta set them outside where it's the best of both worlds. Correct?
These fine by me.
Yeah. He's like just trying to cover his face from looking at it anymore. Now that Saflarin has like kind of stuck his hand in there. Yeah, I'm creating a mess.
She at this
I
point
mean-
kind of takes.
You don't have to take it outside. Just take it where I can't see it. We
And
have a
that would be
torture
outside.
room right there. So he
Oh,
like
but
super wants towards the torture room. It's like,
we have a torture room too? That's adorable. But, well, you see, if it's still in the house and you run into it, then you're gonna see it anyways.
no, if I know it's in the torture room, then I just won't go into the torture room.
Do you not
Torture
use the
room?
torture room?
Torture room?
Hey.
Let's fucking go.
Torture room?
Hey,
Isn't that Myzel's?
myself's fine with that.
Are you sure?
I just
Because-
mouthed to Lily. That's the crazy one.
Ah.
That's the crazy.
She kind of hears this and she kind of just says, that one must be peculiar as well. And she kind of takes a second and she kind of just, so, the torture room that you're gonna.
She nods. She just
Oh,
nods.
no.
She's just look.
And she kind of takes a second and thinks downwards. And you can see there's curiosity on her face. She lifts the food in this direction towards the torture room. Eventually, she kind of flicks upwards her hand, moving the food around rather peculiarly. And eventually, she.
Is there a door on the torture room? Or is it just
There is
an
now.
opening?
Yeah, there is.
I'm gonna open the door for her.
You do so. And then she kind of looks over towards you. You're quite the gentleman, aren't you? Though you pretend not to be. And she, at this point, she lifts herself up with the levitation spell, hovering. This is a rather fun ability. She kind of looks over towards Saflarin. You should try one. And she kind of just levitates back to the ground, and the food flies in one by one. And then the door you're holding, you feel some resistance on it, as if someone's trying to close it, but not to be rude.
I just kind of like she went inside.
No, she's standing over here casting levitation.
Oh. Then I'm just gonna let the door close if she's trying to close
Yeah.
it.
You kind of do so, and she kind of uses the spell, and the door closes, and she kind of looks over towards you, Sa, with a smile. Thank you very much. Quite a gentleman, like I said. But, and she kind of looks over towards the rest of you two. I'm very sorry for, I guess, I don't know. She comes to me a second to kind of think about it. She rests a finger on her cheek. See, I'm not exactly familiar with this whole situation. Usually, I'm okay with eating anything. I got a reaction like that is one I'm not quite familiar with. Do you have something to remedy yourself with, or
Right. Remedy. Wait, what?
remedy yourself? You seem to be suffering a little bit near your gut, as if your stomach wishes to rush out its contents.
Um, I'm just very. I don't like blood a lot, so
Oh, oh.
Oh, Alan pats her back.
You pat it with your baby hands.
Yeah, pat pat.
This one really just kind of looks a little bit saddened. Okay, well, the table seems to have a little bit on it now. Do you want me to put the table outside, or
no, I got it. I got it.
are you sure? Because you said explicitly you didn't want to look at blood, and I'm offering you.
You see that she starts prestidigitation. Like just clean it off.
Oh, oh, you have that one too. As you kind of clean the slosh that disappears slowly but surely. Myself, you would get down at this point, and you would see
She's
Luzelle.
she's soaking wet and unclothed.
She just kind of looks over towards you and just.
Alan,
What?
go to, like she points to this door. like
Wait, what?
like she just
My
go to the
Zell
rec
needs
room.
a towel.
Hey, why? He looks up and he goes.
That's right.
Zoom.
Zooms.
Okay. She's gonna like just. I'm sorry. She's she's just gonna. He's like, you can Saffron, help. Just go in the torture room with Lily. I have to deal with this.
Lily just kind of points at the
What?
towels that
What?
Abaddon set a long time ago.
I know she's going to get them, but yeah, she's like
Would you like
kind
me to
of.
get those for you?
No, I got them. You can
Rune?
enjoy the. Yeah.
Rune? He hasn't turned around. Didn't Maisel, didn't she say this is the puppy's room?
They're
Puppies
not.
aren't there anymore. That room is safe now.
Okay. He's gonna try the door.
Kind of. You open it. It pulls open.
Alright.
Right,
Excuse me. He just walks in and closes it.
Adorable.
She's just going to lead lead Maisel towards the thing. Hey, just go into the torture room and find out what to do with those whatever that body was.
Oh, you want to join us for dinner?
I have to clean up.
Oh, I could help you.
No, it's fine. Just you're a guest.
Oh, yes, but I could be a really helpful guest if you let me.
No, they have to do chores. And she's gonna get a towel and she's going to just grab it and go back to myself.
Lily kind of peeks over the south. Is there a reason she's so reluctant to take assistance?
I'm sure it is something about being some self-imposed restriction. Blames herself as something that she probably was the cause of. But no, I don't really understand. It's a mystery to me.
She puts a towel on myself and then just like wraps it around her. Pressure dissertation in her hair to like just dry it, and then just like. And then she just looked back. It's like, you guys don't have to stand here and watch. You can go enjoy.
But this is so much more fun.
It is.
It's not
Pervert.
often I get to watch you
Pervert.
scrub.
Ruby kind of looks over, and she kind of hears that talk, and she just kind of looks over towards Rune. If you ever need a chance to forget, come to me. I can help you.
Forget?
Forget.
That is a dangerous thing to say around me. I kind of wish to forget everything that has happened in the last 2 days. But
Oh. Well, she kind of looks over towards you. If you forget about the 2 days, you're gonna forget about me too.
that is fair, and I suppose I should retract my statement.
Correct. And then she kind of looks over towards Room, and she kind of holds up another card. The offer still stands. If you wish to forget, I'll make it all better.
How does that? How does that work?
Oh, something, touching the brain, moving things around. Oh, trust me, my hands work pretty well.
No, that's okay. That's no. I can't.
Oh, come now. You seem burdened by it. She takes a step forward. And I'm just offering you a chance to forget about happened. You get to be happy. Is that really an offer you can refuse?
I am happy. I have my family and they have me, and I just have a chance to start over.
Start
At
over.
least
She kind of looks over towards South. You were saying?
I was just going to say, at least she has a dead brother now.
Oh.
I should laugh at that. I'm sorry. She kind of looks over towards. She kind of looks over towards Rune. I'm sorry. I laugh at death all the time. It's kind of a funny thing because it happens not at Blood March, but a dead brother already?
I have multiple dead brothers.
And you wish to remember them? Of how sad it would make you?
It's sad, but I can't forget them.
Why not? It'll make it all better.
Because I still love them.
She kind of at this point draws an X over her own heart. A really, really sad puff. If that's your choice, I just want to help you out. The offer still stands. And I gain nothing from it.
Thank you for your concern. But I'm fine.
Liar, tense, on fire. She turns around and swivels towards Zaf and kind of looks towards you happily, a large whiplash in emotion. Well, I believe they want us to leave. Not exactly sure why, but shall we? She kind of holds your hand out.
I kind of like just smirk in the general direction of the buffoonery that's going on. And then I'll step forward and I'll take her hand.
She kind of clasps onto her really, really gentle hands. She kind of takes a step next to you, looks back towards Rune and Liza. Please do consider. I'll always be around. Or, well, as long as Saf is around. And she kind of playfully taps you on the shoulder. knowing it would irritate you.
He just kind of grits his teeth a little bit.
She giggles.
He dries off. I mean, she had slowed down, but she dries off Myzel, like keeps her towel around her, and then just leads Myzel over to the clothing rack.
Yeah, you do so. The other two would have entered at this point. If you two would like to interact, you guys can go ahead and do that.
How long do I have to stay in here?
We're almost done. Just a little longer.
Okay.
What are you doing in here? Tea?
T looks at you, stands up, walks right into your face uncomfortably, and does a handstand.
Handstand.
That's canon.
That's top tier roleplay right there.
Like his foot is up to your face. That's how uncomfortable it is.
You get crotchety
My-
face from the handstand.
Myzel sees this and does a handstand herself.
Oh god.
Naked handstands.
Myzel, no, stop.
Okay. She stands back up.
She's gonna just push T away.
You push T, he lands on his side and goes into that model pose. Where he's got his knuckle on his cheek and just stares at you, wordless.
Okay,
As you walk over his model, he clips slightly into the ground, begins squishing.
Okay, she grabs a like a black dress and just similar to. I mean, she grabs a black dress and she gets the underwear.
Uh,
What?
wait, that's not part of her kit. Stop that shit right there. I don't care.
Myzel
she's-
pushes the underwear away and just puts the dress on.
No, Myzel, put this on now. Myzel, put this on now.
Do I roll a save for that?
I don't know. It's your character. Fuck.
You do what you want.
Fuck. She
Fuck.
just looks at him.
Wear 'em on your head. Wear 'em on your head.
Yes. Overwear.
Ah, God damn it. See, now that you guys have said that, I can't do it.
Damn.
Because that's exactly what I was gonna do, too. She puts them on reluctantly.
Now, she gives you the dress.
She puts it on.
Okay. There. Are you okay now? Smile.
She smiles and just nods and starts looking through the clothes for something made out of leather.
What are you looking for?
She holds up the she holds up the malice dagger and just says, Myzel needs a strap for it.
Well, she looks for anything that has. She's gonna look for any leather strap or whatever.
It's there.
She grabs it and hands it to Myzel.
Myzel just wraps it around the hilt and then makes a little loop out of it and slips it over her left wrist.
You do so.
Little brother can come out now?
It's fine, Alan.
Huh? Okay. He slowly opens the door just to peek out. And he sees her dressed, so he comes out.
All right, Katie, I know you have the picture. What dress is Mizell now wearing? I know you have the picture.
I
Don't
wasn't
worry.
thinking about it, but I can.
It's the sexiest dress you've ever seen.
It basically this one.
See, these are important things to know. What's going on?
I mean, I was looking at.
God, you're breaking roleplay immersion, Katie.
Right.
You're supposed to have dresses on demand. Something wrong with you.
I mean, I knew the one I was talking about. This is the one.
I thought you was gonna just be
Oh,
like,
I sent it to Hollow.
Oops.
Why
I saw it.
Hollow? Why Hollow and not us? Ah,
ah,
well, that's just too canon.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I mean, she did say similar to what Mizell wears.
Cool. You do so. You poof that dress on her.
Rune,
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to go take a bath too.
Oh, okay.
Bring
I
a
mean,
towel.
Yeah, towel.
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, she grabs a towel from the wall here, and then she hands it to you.
It kind of poofs into your hand.
Thank you. Do you mind picking out something for me while I... He's like slowly stepping away.
Wait, okay, you know your size?
Small?
Tiny.
Are you
fuck.
sure it's not tiny?
XXS. The fuck?
Small question mark?
Kids small.
No, I'll find a t-shirt. That
Midget tiny.
If I can't find anything his size, I'll just give him a t-shirt just bigger than him, so he just wear a big t-shirt.
You just find something with a size TB, which roughly translates to tiny bitch.
Oof.
Hell yeah. That's what you like to hear.
And then find something, and then
Yeah, as you leave,
Yeah.
T rotates over, looks towards you, and stares. Alan, I care about you.
Oh god.
And he rotates back over into a handstand.
God damn it.
Oh.
So much worse than real tea.
Shut the
It's
fuck up.
really
I played him perfectly. I played him perfectly.
That's
more
why it's so
painful.
much worse. Because we expect it from Reese.
So much more
okay,
painful.
so yes, he just leads Alan upstairs to the
Oh, upstairs you say? Oh no.
yes, that's where the bathroom is.
Cool. You guys go ahead and walk the stairs. As you walk up each creaky step, you guys make your way to the bathroom, and as you pop open the door, you're like, holy shit! Why is there water everywhere?
Uh-oh. He's gonna float.
Is the water still running?
Yeah. That bitch does. There's no fucking way Mizell actually turned it off.
My,
Big fact.
oh god.
I mean, she walked out of there naked and dripping wet.
Yeah, you see, Is her wet clothes, like other dress, still there?
Probably.
Yeah, it's just crumpled up in a corner.
That's what clogged it.
Perfect. It's just stuck in a drain. You see that you see the pink fabric just shoved in there, almost on purpose.
She takes a dress and she's
You can try.
gonna.
Strength check.
Oh yes.
Where's the Katie? Why do you hate me?
She always hates me. It's fine.
I want to see a negative number.
What? Why is that reasonable? As you splash your hand into it, you feel the cold, disgusting water of someone that didn't use any fucking soap. As you grab onto the thing, you tear a little bit as you pull it off. You get about 70% of the dress, but the rest is stuck in a drain.
Maybe I can get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So about that tether like tech thing we were talking.
Here, he's gonna float over here.
Your shoes are wet now.
Yeah, he already did that, but he floated anyway.
I demand you go in your inventory and write down wet shoes.
Shit. Okay. Little boy shoes.
Wet little boy shoes.
Okay, wet little boy shoes. I'm doing it. Here, I'm going to my inventory. Here,
Yeah, your
character
feet about to
sheet.
get croony. Yeah, wet socks too. Ruined. Runs over.
Yep, that's gone. Allies, character sheet. Treasures. Okay. Little wet little boy.
Shit.
Wet little boy.
And socks.
Rip socks.
There. It's in my treasures.
Excellent.
Treasures. You will treasure those socks forever.
For treasure.
He's going to extend his hand and he's going to look at the drain and see the little what's left of the dress and try to pull it out with his telekinetic powers. Spell attack.
Just go ahead. Go for it. Ooh, nice. As you the marble explodes on your head and the fire warps up once more. As you do so, the little rest of the pink fabric tears back up in pieces. But as you do so, you notice that the bathroom tub actually doesn't have a drain, and the only thing keeping the water from flowing down was Maizel's dress. And the water begins sinking down.
Got it.
Oh, you mean there's no stopper, and that was.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
He's going to slowly make the dress levitate to Rune here.
Right.
But the water was really cold. I can feel it in my shoes.
I'll warm it.
I fucking love Gladys.
I'm going to still turn on the. Wait, so the bathtub is still. So it's just waiting for the water.
Yeah, it's draining out.
But the water's still running.
Yes. So it's not really doing anything.
So she'll stop the water, and then she just waits until the water drains.
You hear it.
And
Please
then,
don't tell me
as
the
it's
water's
draining,
cold.
she's going to cause I'll warm it.
Okay.
She's going to just start prestidigitation the floor.
Yeah, you begin to slowly mop up, and eventually, as the tub kind of drains down to its lower 10%, you hear as a frog jumps up out of the drain and sits on the edge
Can I
of the
put a
tub.
tech point into prestidigitation so I can just clean things better?
I just had that already. Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Go deeper into prestidigitation, lol.
Brune, a frog just came out of a drain.
Why are you doing this to me? She looks at the frog. Why?
Oh,
What
poor
do you
little
want?
guy.
As you steer towards it, its our mouth just unhinges, and a smaller frog pops out like a nesting doll, leaving the rest of the skin just on the side.
Um, that happened.
Hey,
That happened.
what color is the frog?
It's like marsh black green.
Orange, black, green. Okay.
I wonder how he got stuck in there.
There's no bright colors or anything.
Absolutely not. Like if you turn
Okay.
off the lights, the shit would just be invisible.
Okay.
Wait, I'm stupid. That's just the dark. Never mind. Go ahead.
She's going to. Wait, so it's in the. It came out of the drain?
Yep. And I was just sitting on the side of the tub, staring at you guys, with its like shedded skin behind it.
She's gonna reach for it.
Mm. As you kind of do so, it kind of snaps open its mouth and repeats the process, molting in a smaller version.
She's still gonna reach for it. Can I grab it?
Grab what? That's the
frog.
one. That's the two. Go ahead and roll grapple check against the frog.
Three.
Oh God! As you kind of
Yeah,
pick up the
really
frog, you feel it squirm, and you're like, ugh, as it molts in your hand, and an even smaller frog.
Do frogs do that normally?
No.
Is this frog Benjamin Buttoning?
She's gonna just get the dead skin and just prestidigitation it out of existence.
Is that how presentation works? Because I don't think that's how it works.
Well, it does now. I buffed it.
Sure, why not?
It's
You
now
just,
wrist
right-
pocket.
So at this point, you click on the bottom left and you open up your browser. You look around for the recycling bin and you just drag and drop, it just disappears.
Okay. Okay, frog. I need you to go downstairs.
Send it
Where's
Myzel's
the
direction,
frog?
you say.
Where's the frog?
In your hand.
Okay,
Oh well,
good.
no. Yeah,
I'm
wait, no,
going
never mind. The molt's in your hand. The frog itself is just sitting on the edge, just staring at you, like massively tinier than it was before.
Well, I'm going
Is it
to.
just going to keep
Okay.
getting smaller?
I'm going to erase the. Just erase the notes, and then she's going to kind of just try to push the frog with her foot out towards the door.
Roll as unarmed hit or an animal handling check.
I probably go for the animal handling.
Great. As you kind of slap your foot against, you hear the as you kind of squish against it. You just kind of like push it open, push it like a little bit, and kind of just stares at you, and this tongue just latches onto your foot.
No, go outside, out.
Does so, and it just keeps its tongue attached, just begins hopping onto the floor. Outside the door, both the tongue still abnormally long, attached to your foot.
Oh my God. She's gonna try to take the tongue off by grabbing it.
As you go ahead and roll a strength check. as you kind of pull the tongue off, you hear, and a smaller frog attaches to your hand. It has molted once again.
Uh-oh.
From the tongue?
Yep. As
Okay,
in,
but
the tongue reeled in the rest of the body.
How like
There's now a molt probably outside the hallway. It's fine.
Okay. She's gonna just take that frog in her hand. And she's going to just walk outside and then just toss it down the stairs.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's a frog. It can
Rune,
handle it.
no! No!
What do you mean, no? What are you gonna do about it? Oh, God. Peter's gonna have a feud day.
He's just waving his hands like, no, Rune, don't get. He's like the doing. Rune, you could just take him outside and put him down.
Myself.
No!
Oh
No,
my
she's
God.
just gonna eat it!
Oh God.
She said she used to eat animals.
Activate instant kill.
She eats frogs.
No, Rune!
Lucky.
I think
Alan, you
Frog's
have
dead.
Frog just pops.
Yeah, Frog just, the brain just turns to mush and share. Like a fucking balloon, just.
That's not how frogs.
And not just, it is when you have a Mind Blast aura.
Sister called Mizell?
There's no frog guts on your body, have fun with that.
I forgot about that.
Ew.
Forgot about what?
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna clean up the mess here. And I'm just gonna go to myself, just clean her clothes again. And you didn't use soap. She's gonna just clean myself with prestidigitation and just
Fucking smooth.
Mizell couldn't find the soap.
She dropped it.
She just cleans myself with prestidigitation and just give her like a rosy smell.
Oh, is that what we're doing prestidigitation now? Fuck.
I mean, that's what
Okay.
it does. It has so many uses.
Right.
And I'm
Bullshit.com,
buffing it.
but go for it.
You don't believe me?
I don't give a shit.
I'll give you the death.
Play the game, Katie.
Play the game.
I will drop another frog on you. Don't even at me.
Don't even
You want one that's immune to psychic damage? Because I can do that.
Okay, so she cleaned up the mess and then she's like, okay. She's gonna go back inside, kinda grab Alan by the shoulders and kinda just push him. I'm sorry, Alan. I forgot about the thing. He's in a better place.
Alan has his arms crossed and he's pouting.
I'm sorry, Alan.
Mizell just returns to the table.
Like frogs land like cats on their feet. Like I
He
just
was
forgot.
getting smaller.
Yes, and it's okay.
He's dead now.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
See how like she finishes the floor for being dry and then she looks back at the tub as it's finishing the thing, and then once it stops she turns on the water again.
Yeah. You do so. With the water, you just spray downwards. It begins to slowly fill up the tub, which the tub itself is kind of nasty. Lot of rot. And
Okay, she's going to
mold.
prestidigitation that clean.
You kind of do so. Some of the rot like physically moves, like it's alive. Like you
Oh.
pop it. You hear the back of your head. A lot of problems you have.
Right.
Rather quickly.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, you say what do you mean?
I'm bile.
Oh.
What do you mean bile? No problem.
I didn't say anything. Just giving a suggestion.
I'd love to hear your suggestion. And
Oh God. My suggestion? There's a silence. There's just a silence. I don't know what else to say.
oh, it's like she just looks at the drain and then she's just okay. She looks for a stopper in the bathroom.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation check to find a rubber plug.
Oh God.
Oh God, no.
There is no spoon. I mean plug.
Okay.
I mean, I can make it work, I guess.
Can you stop the water with your brain thing?
I mean, I could try to hold some of it to wash myself, but no.
You can't use like a telekinetic like shield to stop the water from going down the drain?
I mean, I haven't tried trying to create shields outside one that's already around me.
Well, if you can hold the water like you hold a person, it shouldn't be that. Oh, I mean, I don't know how it works for you, but
I mean, I'm learning.
she just well, if that's not the case, she just gets the like. Is there like a grate in the drain, or is it just a straight hole?
Just straight hole.
Just
Okay.
reuse Myzel's dress.
Yeah, just shove it back in.
That's dirty.
I'll
Even better.
prestidigitation it. See, just grabs Mysel's dress, and then you see her prestidigitation it to clean it, and then she's like, "This is the stopper for now."
You psycho.
And she puts it in the drain to stop the water from. And
As you kind of take the dress and you shove it into and plug the bottom. The water is fucking ice cold. Like, maliciously so. There is no warm water whatsoever.
Okay, that's fine. And she's going to she's gonna keep prestidigitating the water to warm it up.
You kind of place your hand in there and kind of use your hand like a makeshift water heater. It's gonna take you a bit though. Maybe submerging your hand for a bit as you.
Okay, I'm going
do
to
so.
put a tech point to buff my prestidigitation even stronger.
Is that what we're doing? Just
I'm
Okay.
buffing prestidigitation to be the ultimate cleaning weapon ever.
yeah. So you guys kind of place your hand in there. The water heater's kind of lame, so you kind of pull out this canister of oil and just kind of put it into your elbow, like on elbow space, and then just kind of place your hand in there, like shake it a little bit. You hear a little, and then it finally turns on. You see a light flicks as it begins slowly warming the water. Still not as optimal, but a little bit better.
How many tech points do I have to put in prestidigitation to
Holy
get what I
fucking
want?
shit, Katie.
So,
Tech-
about that tether, how many tech points do I need for prestidigitate?
Well, he's not gonna give me the tether because it's gonna break his game.
He gave
So-
you
Break
an
my
option
game,
for
the
it,
fuck?
and you didn't take it. What do you mean?
Huh?
The
gave you a what?
option was
The
the
stat
option was
sharer?
I put it in twice. The stats share I told
Yeah,
you it was
you-
like eight.
you
It was
put it in
18
chat.
costs, but you would it would cost you 1 magica per stat usage. It's at 18
Oh.
now, and then you just put 2 coins into prestidigitation. So, lol.
Hmm.
See you next level.
Okay, well, I have.
Just keep checking the prestidigitation. It'd be great for combat.
Combat rule. That doesn't exist here.
Okay,
Even
also fair.
I think I'll be okay with the water just like this.
Oh no! Keep letting her burn tech points. We'll get there eventually.
God, please.
As you
I'm
say
kidding.
that, lightning just strikes.
I'm sorry.
What the hell, Gladys?
See, she's gonna just pat
Ah.
Alan.
I think it broke
Alright.
Anyway.
Oh god, Gladys just did damage to me. What the fuck? Ow. Sure, take a
Just
inspiration
warm-
stack for that.
Oh yay!
She warms the water.
Mhm.
And then
You place your hand in there, turn that shit up to high, and eventually you hear like a fear blow noise. Especially the thing gets cooked up, you hear a ding.
okay, and it should be fine now.
Clamp the child in. Slam dunk.
No!
Hey,
I'll give you a tech point if you do it. Dunk the fucking child.
okay.
See, I don't think Alan is the one who needs assistance with baths. Mizell is.
She's gonna just slowly close the door and
Wait, Rune.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
One more thing.
uh-huh.
Does your spell work on wet shoes?
Yeah.
Not those wet
Um,
shoes.
Do you mind?
She opens the door again, she walks in, and she just gets his wet yeah, she gets the socks and shoes and stuff, and then just leave your clothes by the door and I'll get them.
Okay.
Then-
Thanks.
Then she has to clean the new clothes on the sink. There. And then she just closes it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She prestidigitations his clothes, his shoes and stuff, and then she's gonna just go into the room to leave him by the bunk bed.
This is just anti-fucking housewife check. Fuck.
Yeah.
Tool for moms, I guess. Anyway, just place the clothes down, I guess. Throw a fucking bag on the floor.
Hey,
That's-
Robert, imagine having a makeover check.
Imagine, dude.
You're taking the makeup on that shit too eventually, and I'll be like, okay,
How many tech points to make a makeover?
just
All of
do
them.
it. The fuck? I don't know. Put some paste on your face. Easy game.
I
Close
just
enough.
got a buff prestidigitation and mending, and I can fix the house.
Is that how it works? Because I don't think that's how it works, Katie.
If I buff mending
I'm gonna stab something.
Can you please stop before he stabs one of
God, she's really just using tech points as a Deus Ex Machina at this point. The fuck?
Stab Mizell. She can handle it.
I would kill you with the amount of damage I'm about to do.
Alan's just gonna be a good boy and take his bath.
Oh, you splash in the water. It's at least the point. Is it warm or lukewarm? The fuck you put it at?
It's warm. Like it's like warm. Like like it's warm. It's not lukewarm. It's warm. Just
Why do you have to give us such a complicated answer? The fuck?
it's like bubble bath warm.
Great, there are bubbles in it now. Get in.
Yay!
Gives two options. Says it's not the first, but the second.
But it's you just splash in, and the water just kind of sprinkles over and splash on the floor. You're like, ah, shit, more mess for Rune. Oh well, good thing she has that auto duster 4000. Anyway.
Oops.
And you also notice how fucking lonely it is, because not only is there no light in here, there's also no toys, no soap, Lamau.
Hey, Lamau.
So you can't see shit, but yes, you take a bath with no anything. You just lay in the water like a dumbass kid. Anyways.
Wait, it's dark in here?
Yes, there's no light. The fuck?
Oh shit.
You use
I'm
Prestige.
just gonna open the door.
You're like, oh shit.
Just a
God.
bit.
He's gonna like
I'm
dip
not
behind the
looking.
tub.
She's not looking. She just go and she's gonna just grab the doorknob on the other side. She's not looking, and she's going to cast like light on the doorknob, and then she just closes the door.
Oh god, that's a bright door. Oh god.
Alan's covering his eyes a bit.
You know like when you're trying to sleep and then your iPhone gets a notification and that shit just blares up and rings your eye?
Yeah.
That's you now. That's you.
Imagine getting notifications on an iPhone.
Oh right, damn. I have a friend named Katie that just doesn't check her phone. Let me tell you about her real quick.
Mega wall.
Okay, do I see anything I can use to clean myself now?
You mean she didn't give you soap? The fuck? She just gave you light.
I guess I'm just gonna rub myself with the water. I got nothing
Rub a
else.
dub.
I don't got any magical power that can make me clean.
Yeah, just take it to presentation. The fuck?
Just use telekinesis to take the dirt off of you.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's
I mean,
just
you can.
extreme prestidigitation.
Actually, about that, Gladys, what are the abilities you want to tech into that would work?
Yeah, I did.
God, this is like I don't have ability like that. Specific makes an ability like that.
No, I did. It's on the list. It's
It
something that can help.
It
It's
really
on
is, Andy.
the list.
Your name's on the list. Anyways, you leave the child in the bath with no fucking soap or anything, or even a rubber ducky, and a glowing door. You're a great adult.
At least
God.
the monsters won't get me.
Yeah, instead the retina
kids can
bandage.
drown in as little as 3 inches of water, Rune.
You're a great parent. Roll a parenting check real quick.
She's okay.
No, don't worry about it. Just let the child drown. It's fine. It's fine.
He's
What
a
is-
smart boy. He's not gonna drown.
Well, I mean, this also brings the question: how do you shower with the shield on? Like how's that interaction work? Does the water just not touch you, and therefore you take a negative shower?
I turn off my brain.
Not turn off the brain. Roll me a brain check real quick.
Well, guess he's
Oh,
not
what?
breathing.
Rune, he's smart. Alan, I turned off my brain. Oh shit.
That's not the way I meant it.
You turn off the int stat. Great. This is amazing. You now have no int. Great.
Andy, roll 1d2 to figure out which side is up.
Oh
No.
shit.
No,
Oh, God.
he's gonna lower his guard.
The fuck?
Lower his
He's
Shield.
gonna
shield. That shield's
deactivate his shield
gone.
without
Yes.
murking his int.
Oh, you see, like that's like a logical thing to say. As you turn off the
I'm
water.
sorry.
The
I'm trying to be funny.
funny.
I'll be
The water hits you.
logical now.
The water slaps you in the face. Anyways. So moving down, Myself, what the fuck are you doing?
She's just sitting there, looking at the table that now has no food on it.
Oh yes, it looks like a table.
I mean,
Feels
we still
bad,
got
man.
soup on the stove.
Yeah, and it's still warm. Magic soup.
True. But she wanted body.
You
Okay.
whore.
Can't always get what
It's
you
now
want.
it's now date night food. Get over it.
Apparently.
Just go.
She
go
doesn't even know where it is.
It's date night food.
Oh, right. At this point. Go ahead and say that last line. Teflon.
I'm not sure, but these people tend to put me in a position where I am at severe risk of being stabbed.
Oh, I'm assuming that's a metaphor.
Not quite literally. Yeah.
Oh. Well, what exactly is your relationship with them? I never actually asked that question. Because you're like neighbors in the same house. You eat together.
He just kind of sighs and kind of starts to rub his temples. Okay, so I wandered into this house because I was wandering around Blood Match, and it was pouring rain, and I needed a place to stay, so I came in here. Uh, they were all crying for some reason or other, and they said I could stay, and they failed to enlighten me that they are all and he kind of looks around, leans in close, and just whispers, "A family of some sorts." Although they are the most dysfunctional thing that I've ever seen. And then I got roped into assisting them with some interdimensional being or something that kept them in a pocket dimension, and then apparently their mother was killed. But honestly, not very useful anyway. And I was during this attacked by sentient flames, almost crushed by a boulder. Uh, there was some
A black
explosions of
hole.
sort. Not a good time. No.
That's rather peculiar. Because in my perspective, it seems like you just have really shit luck.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yeah, I ended up here instead of literally any other house in the city.
That is rather peculiar. And she kind of looks over towards the fucking lung that you have and just kind of snaps a little piece of that off and pop. And she kind of just looks over towards you. Well, I told you a little bit about my cards. So, tell me a little bit about. I don't know. You always seem to like inch away whenever I just do a slight tap on anything. Is that like. I don't know. Are you injured or something?
I'm. I just do not. I'm not used to it.
Not used to it. Why not?
Perhaps due to the fact that I have not been alive terribly long. A year or so.
Am I. What?
I have not been alive for very long, and anyone who has ever touched me has done so with malicious intent. So I am a bit cautious.
Well, I guess it depends. And she kind of inches her finger slowly towards you like a playful kid on what you call malicious intent. Because I'm
Uh,
really just,
Usually they are trying to strangle me or rip my heart out or something like that. Yeah.
well, that sounds fun. Not saying I do it, but fun. Well, personally, I like to walk around and, like I said before, find things of interest. And there's a lot of peculiarness. Is that a word? About you. And I can't quite put my finger on it because you don't let me put my finger on you. But I don't know. There's just something about you that doesn't seem normal. Not in a bad way.
Have you ever encountered any beasts of the world?
It depends on which beast.
Let's name a few. Dragons, behirs. What else is there? He kind of like his eyes kind of rolled back in his head for a moment. They kind of snapped back. There are gnolls. What is that one? A harpy. There's a little bit of angel. Obviously vampire. Uh, uh, any of those?
Hmm.
Besides the vampire, of course.
How do you say that? But, most of them, no. That sounds familiar to me. A Bahir I've never heard of. But I'm assuming it has a nostril that shoots out lightning?
It has 6 to 10 pairs of legs. It's kind of like a disgusting snake that breathes lightning.
Well, if it breathes lightning, it must taste good.
I don't know. I've never seen one.
Ah, never seen one, but you said you were part Bahir,
I am part a lot of things. Yes.
which has a strange history in itself. She kind of walks over towards the table, which is no, never mind. There's no table. She just props herself against the door.
Yeah, because there's a hole in the ceiling.
Hmm. Well, tell me a little bit about it.
He kind of shuffles from foot to foot nervously a little bit.
Oh,
Uh,
come now. Don't be nervous. Just prying.
about what exactly?
Simple question. Where do you come from? What are you?
He
What
kind of just
made you?
freezes for. He kind of just freezes for a second.
Oh, never mind.
No one has ever asked me that
Hey,
before.
you don't have to say anything you don't want to. We can talk about something else, like organs.
He just kind of pauses and thinks for a moment. I guess I don't actually know where, but I was created fairly recently uh, on somewhere near or inside of Blood March. I don't know where I come from besides the fact that I am from a laboratory.
Laboratory.
I
I'm
am.
sorry. Just review as much as you want. I won't pry any more than that.
Well, where are you from then? I guess.
Where am I from? How long has it been since I was asked this question? Um, as to where I come from, there was this kingdom, something like that, in the far, far reaches. It's a dark place, but vampires. Dark doesn't really matter, but well, it was a rather small city, town. Can't really recollect the name. I was taken from it rather early. And then after that, I was brought here to Blood March rather quickly. And when you're raised in this location, you're taught very early that if you're a runt, you die. And well, I guess it wasn't a runt. But many runts did die around me, sadly as it is. For me, she kind of takes a second, traces her finger from one side of her lip to the other, then taps it on that receiving end. Nope, too much. Your turn.
My turn for what?
I don't
To
know, say something.
continue or
Yeah. Yes. She kind of sits there
uh,
patiently.
well, uh, I ended up here, uh, and more or less, I most of the majority of my life has been trying to stay out of the laboratory where I was created.
Hmm. It sounds like a rather bad memory.
Not so much that, as much as it turns out being assaulted all day by
Ah.
beasts is not exactly how I wish to live out my life. So I left.
Ah.
May or may not have involved uh, several uh, unfortunate bystanders getting in my way, but no matter.
Hmm. I see. That sounds hmm, rather sad. No, honestly. It sounds like she kind of takes a couple steps to the side and into like your side, just kind of rotating around you. Sounds like you didn't really have a childhood. Well, mine was rough, but at least I can say I did something as a child. But for you, it seems rather lonely.
Uh, I mean, I was created as an adult, so no, I did not have a childhood.
Well, and what do you do for fun to pass the time?
Uh, I try not to die.
Oh, that's not living.
Well, lately it has been very difficult, so these people are not making that pastime very fun.
Ah, well, do you like it here?
No,
No, bad question. Given the opportunity to leave, her head kind of cleans a little bit to the side. What would you do?
well, assuming that I was not bound to this place by a demonic sword that promised to hunt me down and kill me and gut me like a fish, should I leave and, in its words, break up the family, I would already be gone.
Oh, that's sad. She takes a couple steps back and backs up against the wall and just kind of sits there with a solemn smile on her face. So, you can't leave?
I don't know all of the terms, but I cannot break the family, I believe. Apparently, I made some kind of deal to get out of a pocket dimension, and now I am wrapped up in their family, even though I wish nothing more than to escape it.
She kind of looks down solemnly. Well, that's rather sad.
I'm
Um,
I do not really know what you mean by sadness, or it is not something I ever had taught to me.
That's fine. You need not know what it means. And in all honesty, I hope you never do. It's not exactly a fun feeling at all. Seriously?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that kitty actually fell asleep. I was like, God damn. I looks over towards you. Well, she kind of pushes herself off the wall. She kind of looks around. You can tell she has something to say, but
I have a very strange question for you that is
hmm?
very specific, actually.
Yes.
I kind of move closer and kind of lean in and whisper and just say, you wouldn't happen to have an ability that allows the nullification of deals or contracts, would you?
She kind of takes a second. Hmm. I might. Well, that really depends. She seems really closed in. I myself don't, but the head of my family might.
Okay, so would it be difficult to get this from them? I mean, I only need it done once.
Well, it's not that. It's more. There's not really a win here. The head of our household has a strange ability to not ponder, pawn life away. And in all honesty, that's not a feat you deserve.
Would they at least say my entire name?
If you asked, most
Mm,
definitely.
doesn't sound so bad to me then. At least I
Takes a
am
sec.
referred to as who I am.
She kind of takes a solemn breath. So, Fladen,
Yes.
you're under the bewitchment. She sneezes twice. Oh, sorry. A third time. Ah, allergies. But you seem to be locked in one prison, and what I'm really offering is another. And though it may have better food and better treatment, it still is a prison. When you stay here, you might actually have the chance to be free again. Somehow. I don't know the exact detailings of, well, your cage. But do understand that I'm not offering you freedom, per se. It really isn't.
So it would be something like a trade of what? My eternal life or something in exchange for breaking this deal?
Essentially taking another to break one.
That's a kind of shitty deal.
It really is. And, well, a lot of people have to make it.
Wait,
I,
why would you tell me this if it is your family?
well, Um, I was hoping you would join.
Join what exactly?
A true family. One that
And
speaks your full name.
what is my full name?
One that speaks your full name.
Oh, that would at least be something nice, yes?
But I'm in a rather strange position, you see. Because you seem locked up, and I would love to see you not locked up. And, well, it seems you don't really take kindly to containment, nor the family here.
I
But
kind of think the biggest thing here is just the incompetence. I think that is what
perhaps,
bothers me the most.
do you believe it could be remedied? Perhaps I just want to see these chains taken off you.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if anything can really be done to help these people. But you seem to
Well,
be offering me a slightly larger, thicker pair of chains in exchange for the key to my current ones.
that is correct. And, honestly, that's all I could offer. And that saddens me as well. Though I wish there was another option for me in particular. I I'm just rather confused right now. Um,
So, are you also indebted to your own family, or
um, yes, the price to pay for family.
that is odd?
It is, but at the same time, it is a weird offer, so I can rescind it if you would like. I will visit as much as the family here lets me, but is it allowed? And I'm not sure. Perhaps I should just take my leave. Yeah, the family probably wants me back.
I mean, if you are bound to them, then are you not forever? Don't they have as much time as they want? So
Yeah, just won't lie. Just kind of takes a second. Takes a couple steps towards you. Just kind of raises a hand towards your cheek. And there just seems to be a lot behind there. She takes the hand back, places it back on her side. And well, never mind.
are you curious, or
She takes a soft breath in. Yes, you could say that.
He kind of spreads his arms out. What are you curious about? I have not hidden anything from you so far. Why start?
Kind of backs against the wall. Just for me in particular. Kind of just takes a finger to her chin, just kind of rests it there. Grows silent. And she enters almost a pondering state. I'm gonna swivel over. Alan splashing in the waters, my zone room.
Myself, run.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Mm-hmm. Suddenly, the world ends with you. Okay.
Okay.
Don't tempt Andy. He'll do it too.
I heard kill the world. Go on.
So she finishes cleaning. Oh, giving that rosy kind of like scent to myself, and she kind of just like sits down in that chair she was sitting, and she just sighs. I really wish Abaddon was still here. You just help out just a tad bit.
Mizell looks down at the table. Mizell was mean to him, always kicking him out.
Do you not like him? Or are you just like T? You don't trust him?
T handstands untrustingly.
He confuses Mizell.
How so?
She looks down at the dagger now hanging from her left wrist. When Mizell stabs people, they die. But he did not.
You don't trust him because he didn't die?
She nods.
Do you trust me?
She looks up at Rune, smiles, and gives Rune a hug. Mizell trusts Sister. Because Mizell wouldn't try to kill Sister.
And do you trust Saflarin?
She looks back down. Mizell wants to, but Mizell knows that look. She's seen that look. He wants to leave. He doesn't want family.
Don't want family. Oh. Thank you,
What?
Thank you.
Oh. She hugs Rune a little tighter.
Mm.
Then looks over at the kitchenette where the soup
Mm.
is.
Help me get this table back to where.
She
Yes.
looks at the table and just sort of puts her hands on it, getting ready to pull.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna help lift from the other side.
So they
Hmm.
pull the table over.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and grab the table. I'm just gonna move it back to where it was. In case you guys are bit, I'm gonna have you check for it because that's tedious. Eventually, you guys kind of move the table back to its original point. Safarin and Marie would hear this, and Alan, you would have finished drying yourself off at this point, like legitimately drying yourself off with a towel.
Yep.
And you do so. As you begin to pull the table towards its original point, you hear in the back of your mind, Rune, I can't tell if you're pretending or not.
Okay, wait, repeat that?
I can't tell if you're pretending or not.
Of course I'm not pretending. I'm just making it more homely.
For who?
For everyone. To be more comfortable.
Incorrect.
And what?
Incorrect.
How is it incorrect?
Why do you choose to stay here?
Because it's where we all met. And outside there's just too many variables. Like Mom said that if we're going to find a new place, then
Mother is dead. You need not heed her words anymore.
but her words still have value.
They do not. Dead words are only spoken beneath the ground.
Oh, I don't think we're ready to leave this house yet.
Why did you leave your home?
Because it was destroyed.
No survivors?
No survivor.
How do you know?
There's no way they would have survived that. It's impossible.
Impossible.
He didn't see the destruction I saw.
The sword kind of rests there for a little bit.
She kind of like just grabs her arm, just thinking about um her home from before. Just remembering that destruction, the the howling winds, the just destructive storm, and mm, she just bites your lip really hard. As if she's trying to suppress the tears from falling out. She like kind of looks up at the ceiling just to just hold it back, and then just takes a deep breath. um, Alan, Alan, are you okay up there? She calls out too.
Yeah, I'm okay. He just finished putting on his clothes and was currently trying to get the Maisel's dress out of the drain with his power.
You unplug it against the drain.
He all close now. He makes sure to pick up, put it on, and then he sees friend's necklace. Takes that with him too. And exits the bathroom.
Erin's gonna just walk up and just put her ear to the door to see what to hear if they're like doing anything, like eating or whatever.
You have relative signs.
Or any wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a second to ponder. There's another path we could take.
This is to me, right?
Mhm.
One that results in me being unchained at the end.
Well, depends. I don't really see one where you aren't chained by at least someone.
So this third option is not your family, but you specifically, or is it someone different?
As you kind of say that. She smiles once, and you can actually see her baby, tiny fucking fangs. You could be mine instead.
You hear me?
But,
I was trying to talk
again,
to you guys.
I'm not trying to be too forward. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
kind of cocks his head to the side. Do you mean by too forward? Are you moving away, or?
And here's this. Well, never mind. I've
No,
said far too much.
I am just confused.
Hmm.
I was trying to tell you I'm playing with you.
I am interested, but confused.
About what?
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily, but is entailed?
Well, let me see.
Do you have to cut off my head and glue it back on, or
Oh, as much as that sounds fun, it sounds painful, and that's not in my intent. As to what it entails, Father would usually rend your soul from your body, take it as penance. And I don't want to steal from Father, because anyone that joins the family is his. But you
important
see,
point of clarification?
hmm,
What do you do if you have several souls inside your body?
for me specifically, or
Just in general, if I have, you see him kind of mentally counting. Somewhere in the ballpark of 100.
oh, I don't know how that many are gonna fit inside. Never mind. It will be difficult. It sounds like a challenge.
But not impossible.
It'll take some time.
I have plenty of that.
She kind of gives a smile. You're going to let me take every part of you?
I do not see. I mean, I get it back, right?
Correct? Then you become mine.
And I still have the ability to act on my own.
Of course. No limitations. You could even kill me if you would like.
I don't see why I would do that, but good to know, I suppose.
She kind of relaxes at this point. Kind of flashes her red eyes towards you. You really are a special one.
I am unique, that is for sure.
So would she gets herself off at this point. She gets up and does a full arm up stretch. Her arms come back down to her sides. I'll be back.
3 times?
Her eyes kind of fall downwards a little bit. To take that. What's mine?
Yeah. Look forward to when you do return then.
She takes a couple steps forward. Almost like swing to her step. Kind of gets over here. She reaches her hand up and kind of taps you on the face, knowing that it'll piss you off. And she swings the door open and takes a step over. Goes over towards the rest of the family. I'll be excusing myself now.
Oh, you're leaving?
Correct. I'm
Oh.
sorry I left the mess in there. It was rather fine dining.
Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you come back.
Yeah. It'd be fun to have to.
What are you doing, brother?
She takes a step towards the door. just with a happy skip. She
Uh,
goes open the door.
Bye, miss.
Coming at me with his pistol.
Bye. You have a good one.
You
Mhm.
too.
And she walks outwards and uses your telekinesis to close the door behind her.
Where?
So Florence,
Kind of just emerge in the doorway. Yes?
you okay?
Of course, yes. I was not killed or put in any mortal danger.
Mhm. Okay. Anything you want to say?
It was nice to have a guest over.
Yeah, you two seem very friendly with each other.
And we come from a similar background
What?
in a lot of ways.
Better.
His hand kind of unconsciously tugs at a kind of small silver choker around his neck.
Oh yeah,
Link.
no. I like that.
Are you guys like the same race?
I do not think I am the same
No,
as
I just
anyone in that regard, but
Yeah.
a portion
Actually,
of myself
I like
is
1v2 to skin.
the same as the majority of her.
Oh, okay. Is it? Are you guys done eating in there? Is it gone? Is it?
Yeah.
Kind of look back. It appears to be an even larger mess than before. As she said, it's not exactly clean.
Mm.
If you'd like, you can come and clean. I will not stop you. I will warn you, I think it's intestine that is
Oh.
thrown in
Mm.
the furnace.
Mm.
Or maybe it's colon, I'm not sure.
Can you put everything in a furnace?
And burn it? Is that what
No,
you're
don't.
going to ask for?
No, don't turn it on. Just keep it in there.
I mean, I fear that if I move the body, that I will spill out something like the liver or the kidney, or it's kind of best to just leave it on the floor, don't you think?
Yeah. It's just. It's okay.
Perfect. I'm just gonna look back at the relatively still pretty clean and intact body. Just walk out of the torture room.
You do so. You see the rest of the family.
Well,
I really want to.
do you wanna take a bath, Sophorian?
No, not particularly. No.
Okay.
In there?
Well,
Oh, those are mine.
Why?
Um,
Am I dirty? I don't think I was dirty. It is not my skin, perhaps my clothes, but not I.
she looks at the blood
Little
on your
fishy
hand.
spots right here.
Oh, that is normal. He kind of just wipes it off on his rags that are kind of mottled, either old, kind of nasty gray or blood soaked red.
Oh,
Um. Well, if you change your mind, bath's upstairs.
Okay.
Well, the soup is still there if you're hungry.
Yeah, Alan kind of perks up when he hears that. Oh, yeah. Do you want to come have soup with us?
Kind of moves past Rune to the table and just kind of sits down and just says, I just ate with our guest, but I can at the very least sit.
Alan smiles at that. I'm okay.
Mm.
I'm glad you're here with us.
Or I'm not even totally with
He
you.
kind of cocks his head to the side.
More kids shooting at these kids over
I am glad that we are here
with third party.
safe as well.
Mm-hmm. And he starts. He goes back to eating his soup.
Behind me, behind you, behind you, behind us, behind us. Guy gliding in right here.
She,
Beamed him.
Rune
Beamed him right here.
smiles. She smiles weakly.
Dead. Here, grabbing this RPG.
Okay, so I kind of want to stay here, but
There's another
we
kid in
might
the
run
water.
out of food eventually. So you
It is
might
fine.
have
I have a few days of food in the room for myself.
There's another kid in the water. It's weak. Dead.
that's good. Just everyone else
Oh, I got him.
might have a particular diet that they want to stick to, and you might have to go out to
Stay right there.
look for food.
Okay.
Take that.
And you
I
know,
dropped.
I'm very new to Blood March, but since you've been here for a while, maybe you could, you know.
Mizell knows
drop
how
fish
to
back there.
shop.
I'm gonna go grab it.
And she can show sister.
Yeah, I'm trying to go get fish.
You can't just go like hunting for, you know, like mom went fishing and found fish.
Huh? I have a half.
Oh. But that's still shopping in Blood March.
Right.
Even the animals are as bad as the people.
Take all this food over.
Well, most of the people.
Solid. I have everything I need.
Oh yeah. Then I guess go shopping.
Do you have a bandage with
She
you? So I can take
looks
this
at the
fish?
door. The family
Yeah.
should rest before we shop, though.
Let me just give this
Oh,
fish.
we're not going out to. We still have supplies enough to
Huh? No, I'm eight
survive
research.
today. So
I only have 100. I need rockets. I need rockets. I have a gold RPG.
let's just stay home today. No one
Yeah,
should be going
the
outside.
Why should we not be going outside?
If anybody has pellet
It's
armor,
just
I
we
can.
should just stay together
It's
until
fine.
But what is wrong with leaving the house? It's not
that's
as if there is a protective
Oh,
wall.
guy right here! Guy right here! Right behind this rock, on me.
it's
Literally.
just
It's a bot.
Is it because mom said it was dangerous out?
Over here.
Leah
oh,
did not want any of you to leave the house.
Mizell looks at Saffler and
know.
brother knows Blood March.
Oh, I need those rockets.
Brother knows the dangers.
Oh, my God.
What he's seen in this house. Mizell is sure he's seen elsewhere.
Can you shoot me one time?
Maybe
No,
not as frequent.
this is an exceptional
We're
group
chilling
of
right
people
here.
who are quite out of place in that match, in fact. So actually, that makes sense. Why Leah would ask you to stay in the home.
right.
Oh, there's a guy pushing Connect.
Okay. Is this house a lot more dangerous than Blood March itself?
Okay.
No, it is safer.
Because you are not at
You guys
risk
gotta
of
push.
being stabbed in the
20
back or
something?
the front or any direction you can think of.
You guys
Because
gotta snipe. Oh, they're taking
in
him back.
Blood March,
Oh, wait,
there's
what?
more or
Here.
less only a single simple rule,
Taking a rocket over there.
and that is
Hit
that
him
if you are
129. Hit him
strong enough to
129.
take something and you want it, you just take it.
They're so weak. I'm pushing this.
So, the group of you
Rocketing this
here,
bounce padding over
you
there.
would have a lot taken from you.
Gotta rock these fools.
Mizell tilts her head.
Nice.
Mizell's been in Blood March forever.
Knocked
She's
one
done all
on
the
me.
taking.
Right under me.
Mizell is not scared.
I need to heal. I need to heal like ASAP. I need those bandies.
You don't think I
Nice.
can
I need you guys to win now.
survive very long here?
On your own?
I know. I'm bending it.
No, I do not.
Laughing.
But together as a family, we're stronger.
It is usually how that works, yes? If you combine forces, you usually end up stronger.
Then, if will we leave the house together?
Yeah. So nobody should really leave the house alone.
It is probably a good idea to leave someone here, however, just so no one else can come and steal the home while we are gone.
That's true. We'll leave 2 people behind.
One should be plenty.
Oh,
If you leave the right person, that is.
Who does brother suggest?
Alan has a spoonful in his mouth right now. Huh?
I would probably suggest myself, but it's just me.
right. You know Blood March. It's what, and you know how to defend yourself, correct? So,
Yes, but well, I know Blood March. A lot of Blood March also knows me. So
Oh, what? They just jump at it. They just jump at it.
I am quite
Bro, how am
recognizable,
I not getting this?
unfortunately.
Dink them. Dead, knocked. Oh my gosh, get laser boy. Another one. Up. Dink them. Dead.
Get lasered, boy.
God damn.
Man, that man is going off. What the fuck?
For real.
Rendon, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
well,
This guy had a Tommy gun.
it would just make you to
Heavy sniper.
be out there to help
Gosh.
us, just in case. You know, we can't handle it.
I don't have any long heavy snipers.
I'm sure that you can. And
I just have a Tommy gun, heavy
he
sniper,
kind of shrugs.
RPG.
It is not worth arguing over now, but it's worth noting that a lot of times I bring extra trouble with me.
Brother brings trouble? Or brother is looking for chance to leave?
Uh-huh.
Which is it?
I was looking for a chance to leave. I would have already left. I'm not sure
Myself,
if
you
you.
can't just assume.
Mizell is not assuming. She's asking.
I feel like I should keep my.
I had quite some time before. I was bound to all of you with a demonic contract, but I could have
Oh, I
left.
see him.
If I did not leave now, why would I be As I didn't
Headshot,
kill them,
dead, knock.
why would I be stupid enough to now leave when it is
Right
complicated
here, an RPG
by a
the shit out
demonic
of them.
deal?
One of them just jump padded.
Just seems unintelligent to me.
He knocked one. I hit one. I hit him with his rocket. Knock that dude over there. Oh my gosh. Cooked the whole game, fam.
Might just want to call it a sesh at this point. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I kind of have a headache anyway.
Yeah.
Tools are standing.
Oh.
So I didn't know. Let's go ahead and call it a session there. Holy fuck. Why is he exponentially louder?
Right?
KBW.
Mhm.
Are you next to him?
No.